Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes.
We appreciate all the support we've got over the last year or so. We still in the offseason. We still got a lot of things to talk about. The NBA is still going. Or I guess basketball is still going. You got the Olympics. You got retirements. You got contract extensions. You got everything. I want to remind y'all to leave a like on the episode. Subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to, let's say 200,000. Let's say 200,000, and then after 250, and then after 250, 500, and then a million.
Yep.
I think those are the milestones.
Those are the milestones.
A
Mike came kind of dripped out with the USA gear.
You know I had to. I told you. I texted in the group chat. I said, if we win this game, I'm wearing my jacket on Saturday.
And
Somebody in the comments was saying they mad that you be wearing black socks or white shoes. He don't got black socks on today.
Yeah, actually, like when I got home from the last podcast, I was doing my laundry, and I finally got around to like sorting all my socks out. So you ain't gonna see me with no mismatched socks.
Until what, like 2 weeks from now when you run out?
No, I had like 30, 40-ish pairs. So after that,
40 pairs?
I have a lot of socks.
Me too.
Why do y'all need 40 pairs of socks?
But probably most of the time,
yeah,
socks get lost and I get more.
I need to go buy some more socks because I feel like I'm running.
You got 2 pairs. They got 40. You got 2.
No,
I
feel like they just get lost.
He got 2
just
pairs,
end
but they
up
count
gone.
as 4 because he just rolled them inside out.
Yeah.
I hate that I keep white socks, and I hate that they get like the little
like dirty at the bottom.
So
yeah.
I just always be buying and buying and buying. And I also am a person that need to match my gear.
So you buy new ones but don't throw the bad ones out?
No, the bad ones get thrown out.
Oh.
As soon as you get, especially like a hole in my sock, I don't mind. But when that hole gets a little too big,
Right.
you feel me? When I care about holes in my socks, that's when I know I'm gonna have change.
Mm.
Because I'll still have a hole in my sock.
When
and
I was a
somebody will
kid
say
and I had
something, I'll be like, I
my
don't
my
care.
Nike
It's a
sock,
hole.
when I had my Nike socks, especially the elite ones,
Oh,
I didn't
the
care if
elites.
they had a little hole. It didn't matter.
Yeah,
It was
Elite,
hard
they
to
were
get
so
it.
damn expensive too.
It
You
was
might as
hard to
well
get a
rock that
hole in the elite. That's how you
That's
knew
how
we
you
was
know
wearing them.
I was balling hard.
No, we was wearing them a
Balling
lot.
OC.
Bugs will wear those with shorts so you can see them in the
Yeah.
winter.
Don't forget the Sperry's.
I ain't had that phase.
Oh, no,
I
no,
seen
not
s-
us. Not saying, but
I
people
seen
was wearing
somebody wear,
Sperry's and elite
I had
socks.
moccasins, but
The
I ain't
Nike
had-
Elite backpack. I seen like he must have been leaving work or something, like walking, and he had his Nike Elite backpack. I'm
He
like,
had that for
"Ee."
years.
What's the
Yeah.
kids' version of that now?
It's like a Dior backpack. They be having a lot of
Yeah, it's
Oh, they
crazy.
all
design.
fashion.
It's
Yeah, they
crazy.
be designer down now.
It's crazy. Me and my homies
But it don't
was
be
talking about
real, though, I'm assuming.
That. I
That
don't
stuff's
know.
expensive.
I remember what I was wearing when I was young. It was not
No.
Are
wasn't
you buying
even
your daughter
close
a
to
Dior
fake
book
design.
pack?
We was
No.
wearing Black Label. Black Label and
I had one
Lot
pair
29.
of shoes at the beginning of every school year. Give me some shell toe Adidas.
yeah, like
That's cool.
I remember wearing like Kobe's to school.
Yeah.
I used to wear like basketball shoes to school sometimes.
Sometimes I'll see kids pulling out the school parking lot in a G-Wagon. I'd be like, damn,
Golly.
your parents really trust you to drive a G-Wagon to school?
Might
Like,
be theirs. Happy 16th birthday, son. Here's a G-Wagon.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Yeah, that would
I had
happen.
to save up get my own first car.
That's
Even
what-
if I
that's
had
what we
a-
all did.
If I had LeBron James money, you're not driving a G-Wagon to school. That's just like come on, man.
Remember,
You
when
set
my
that-
kid
that
grow up,
kid
he
up.
driving that 2000 Civic.
Nah,
Damn.
it ain't
That's
gotta be
what
that.
teach him.
It ain't
That's
gotta be
what
that.
teach him.
It ain't gotta be
Because
that.
that's
It ain't gotta
20
be
years from
Yeah,
now.
that ain't gotta be
Yeah.
that low.
It ain't gotta be that extreme, but
They
you ain't
still gonna
driving
be
my
around
G-Wagon to school.
$4,000-$5,000 for it too.
Yeah, it's going to be fresh.
I was watching a Clips video, and it was about you. We all love you, but your storytelling
I know,
ability
I
is
know.
like so crazy. I didn't even realize. I was in the car yesterday with Dana, and she was driving, and I was crying in the passenger seat, and she like, "What the?" And I'm like, "Just listen to this story that Mike is telling,"
It was bad.
and it was just like,
I watched it last night too.
You did?
I was at the stream. I got back on my PC. I was just playing the game still, and I was watching. I'm just like, I still don't understand the story.
"Yeah, you was like, man, I checked
I
out halfway
seen
through
it.
the story."
I seen the video. I didn't watch the video, but I seen it because I was on Kamari's stream and he was doing a 24-hour and he fell asleep.
And
But you
share?
could see, no, I guess he went to sleep. I think he said he went to sleep on the couch or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But
Why
you
the
could still
why
his
the
stream
was still going.
his stream was still up, but
Yeah,
you couldn't see nothing but like the chair, but
For
you
sure.
could see his monitor, or whatever, and it looked, he was on YouTube, and it probably looked like he was about to watch that video, but he had knocked out.
crashed out. Damn. Let's get
So
this
he
in.
don't. It also, for the record, that 24 don't count if you fall asleep. So now you
That's
can
who?
go. A person that stayed up the whole 24.
You should have went to sleep. I still remember that day. I'm like, I ain't think you was gonna do it. You did it. That boy was tired, man.
It
That had
killed
your
me.
sleep
Everybody
schedule
coming
messed
in
up for
there
the next
talking
couple
about,
days.
man, I just woke up from this bomb nap. It's like
course.
8 in the morning. I just woke up, man.
Shout
You
out to the
still
people that
going.
kept the stream on just even while you were asleep.
Yeah,
While they were sleeping.
You got to drop the mic.
I do. It mostly got to deal with the Olympic game. I know we about to get into that. I wouldn't say like where we y'all rank it all-time moments. Y'all probably don't got that
Number
out
one.
the top of your head, but you know what I'm already going to?
All-time moments as an NBA fan or a basketball fan, that was the number one for me.
I'm talking about the sequence. From Steph Curry hitting
Oh.
that three to LeBron layup to the KD mid-range pull-up.
Oh, yeah, that was insane.
That had me like, that's one of the moments like you ever get caught up in a game or whatever, like you watching the game and then you kind of like catch yourself yelling.
Yeah.
I'm in the room by myself or whatever, and I know Elena and them was in the other room, and I just was like,
Elena and
yeah.
them.
Well, I had my niece or my
Oh,
cousin and my
okay.
cousin and sister over.
Did you say you said Steph Curry's 3, right?
Yeah,
Didn't he have a layup right before that too? He had that layup in transition. Where
he did. He that little revert,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
he kind of
yeah,
tucked it.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
did.
he had a nice little 5-0 run right there. But
yeah. They turned me up in that fourth quarter.
I said this in my video, but it's been so long since I've got a chance to like actually root for a good basketball team that it felt different. Because
It does.
I was the same way. I was in the basement setting some stuff up, just standing up watching this game, and we're talking in the group chat kinda, and I'm like, real life yelling at the screen, bro. Like I have not had that as a fan ever, really.
Yeah.
yeah,
It was a good game. It was tough though. I was extremely upset. I was hot watching that game.
Mm.
They came out playing.
I never felt like they were gonna lose though. Maybe that's just USA bias.
In the back of my mind, I kind of thought the same. But when they started their third and they were
Yes.
scoring,
They still hitting
and
shots.
Serbia was still hitting the three, I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Because I thought after the fourth quarter, I thought was going to be after halftime. I thought they was going to come out the gate and we was going to see that change. But it felt like they would chip, and then they come back at 3-3-3. I'm like,
4-point
oh
play,
my
Darrick
goodness.
White fouling the shooter.
Yes.
I was like,
That
man.
was pissed. Like those players was pissing me off. And then again, seeing Jayson Tatum had a DNP, and I'm not like some Celtic fan or Jayson Tatum, stan. But it's like when we're down, when they have control over the whole game, and we can't get any source of rhythm or anybody to kind of juice up the scoring or give us anything, it's like you got to start changing it up a little bit. I even saw Draymond tweet like at some point you just got to scrap your rotations.
Which
Like you
is
just
funny.
got to start just.
Because that's his
That
coach.
don't-
That's his coach, yeah.
And it doesn't even make sense for Tatum to not even be in your primary rotation.
To begin with,
Yeah.
But cool. But it's like all right. But now it's like it's super crazy because you don't really have anything to say because the guys playing in front of him aren't doing anything. Nobody was
Yeah.
really doing anything outside.
I
of
don't like
LeBron
it
and Steph.
like his comments kind of contradict himself. It's like it's hard to play this 10-man rotation, whatever. I wanted to get the right matchups. Serbia has a lot of guards and big. Like Tatum can't guard one of them guards. Or he didn't have Kevin Durant and LeBron like kind of like trying to body Jokic up. Like Tatum can do all those little things like that. And
Turn
still,
your Discord notifications off.
I didn't even realize I had them on.
I'm just here. I'm
My
trying to
bad,
figure
my
out
bad.
what that is. It's Discord.
I had to wake up this morning I told you a kid, they actually spent the night. So my mom picked them up this morning. So I had a weird time I had to wake up so she could pick me up. So I had my alarm ready.
So that
But that's
wasn't
it.
Discord. That was an alarm.
No, that was a Discord. But my
Oh.
phone was still on.
I feel it. The one moment I thought that Tatum was going to get some run is Anthony Edwards was awful in this game. And I thought that at halftime they were going to make the adjustment to not play him in the second half because he had some bonehead turnovers. Defensively, he wasn't there. And they were leaving him wide open. I think he only attempted 1 or 2 shots or whatever. And I tweeted, like, Anthony Edwards' minutes should go, and that's when we should see Tatum, right?
Yeah.
And Anthony Edwards checked back in the third quarter. Now, he had like a 2-minute stretch before he was yanked again. But I thought that was the time for Tatum. But again, I can't really say I care because we won. Like, I understand, like, Tatum is a top 10 player in the world right now. So it is 100% weird that he's not getting any PT at all. But, like, I'm trying to figure out where exactly he does end up playing.
In those minutes where you're down double digits to a team that you had a 16-point favorite over.
Over who, though?
Whoever was struck. To be down 16 means I got plenty of options.
Mm-hmm.
If you down 16 in the game, there ain't no for who.
Yeah.
Did we all watch the same game?
I'm thinking about who's on the court.
You
Steph
just
Curry-
said Anthony Edwards.
Right,
Boom, take his ass out.
And he did eventually. But I
For the-
thought that those
for the same people.
that stretch was.
Yeah.
But the
I
same
felt like
people was-
Tatum should have been the first guy off the bench coming out at halftime.
I could see that.
There
but
was plenty of time. They
Anthony
had
Edwards.
It
full
was
control
Kevin
over
Durant.
this
Well,
game.
Kevin Durant, yeah.
for 3.5 quarters.
Mhm.
We were not just losing; we were losing badly.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
was almost a 20-point game.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, I'm like, okay, I got to do something.
But I'm thinking about when the comeback actually happened. It's Steph Curry, KD, Braun, it's Book, and it's Embiid. I feel like that was perfect eventually. Like, eventually he opted to no Darrick White. Darrick White played awful as well. Defensively, he wasn't on top of
Another guy that
he fouled, but he only played like 6 total minutes.
I would love to see some 6 minutes from Jayson Tatum. I'm just saying, if not,
I feel that. But
I see
again,
both
I'm
points.
going into it like Darrick White has been incredible this entire run. Yesterday he was bad. So like, and before the game, you're not gonna be like, well, Darrick White is gonna shoot 0 for 2 and foul a 3-point shooter. So I'm gonna have Tatum in that spot.
But the
You
logic
give him
you
the chance 'cause
using
he
is
has-
for a regular season like Warrior team. This isn't your usual team. So like, I don't understand why we have to get to a point where somebody like Jayson Tatum is getting legitimately a DNP in a game down 16. We can sit up here and try to calculate minutes and all that shit.
Yeah.
The point is, you were down significantly to this team who had control over this game for majority of the game. There was ample time to give him some sort of opportunity to see. It don't mean he has to play 15 minutes. It just means we're trying something different because what we doing ain't working. And to be honest, them coming back and winning this game has shit to do with Steve Kerr because the players went and got it. This was a game that Steph Curry, LeBron, Durant, and Embiid said, we are not going to lose.
Don't forget
They
Book. Don't forget
willed
Book.
this game. Book. They willed themselves to this win. This had nothing to do with coaching and
No.
X's and no. They said, we ain't losing. That's what I saw from individuals who were on the court collectively. We aren't losing.
Yep.
So it's just like, that's why all I'm saying. At the end of the day, we did win. And again, I'm not here to be the Jayson Tatum say, but it just doesn't make sense. And at some point, we have to talk about it and address it because what are you doing? What are you doing? Nobody can make this make sense to me even after a win because you damn near lost this game.
I think it's
You
too
should
much.
be
It's
kissing
got to be too much
them stars on
overthinking.
their cheeks.
It's too much overthinking. He's just too talented to not be able to touch the floor. But y'all right. It honestly, it gets erased a little bit just because we won. People gonna talk about it, but the conversation would be a lot different, I think, if they were lost.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a moot point because today we play against France for the gold, and if they win again, they're another like 16-point favorite in this game as well.
They should win.
If they win this one as well, like at the end of the day, it won't matter too much. I can agree. Like again, Tatum is a top 10 player in the world. It is 100% weird that he can't touch the floor at all. But since they are winning, it's like, so be it. We have LeBron James. We have
to a
KD.
certain extent, I agree, but this is going to be a conversation. This won't
I
get
think
swept away.
it'll matter more in 4 years.
Yes, it will.
When
Absolutely.
Tatum is like, do I even care to
And
play
a
for the team?
lot of people. If Steve Kerr is still coaching, you have to make sure if
Is
you
this
can.
his last year?
I'm not sure. But if Steve Kerr is coaching or whatever, because of this situation, people are going to have to look at this because are you going to commit your summer to this for this?
Yeah.
I still think it's the conversation just because, I mean, I'm not Tatum. Obviously, he wants to play, but that experience and being on that roster still got to be like life-changing for a person like him, especially at like what he's kind of been through and having the championships. Still being on that roster.
Life-changing to get the
to be on the
DNPs?
Olympic teams?
All of the
I think it's
all
more
of this
so- yeah.
experience, all of this experience.
It's not like he didn't play, though, too.
All of the experience for him has been this. This is his experience.
I think also.
I think
Every time
there's
his
something
name
to
has
gain
come
from
up
being on
around
that
us.
bench. I'm not saying it's the right thing.
I'm not saying it ain't nothing to gain, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying majority of the shit that is correlated to him being on his team is not them winning. It's him getting DNPs. Can you name me a player ever in history with his resume at his age on the Olympic team that had these situations?
Nobody.
It's not really
We're
many.
not talking about not playing significant minutes. We're talking about DNPs.
Like the
Yeah,
coach
I
ain't even
agree. I
looking
don't
your
think
way.
anybody up here don't think it's just weird.
That's
At
all
all.
I'm saying.
I know. I think it's weird. I think it's honestly weird, especially when I see him say like, I chose to do that, or like it felt like that because the matchups was very based heavy on guards and pigs.
If
Like I
Steve
said-
Kerr came to answer these questions about this, and he gave me a answer that can make some sort of sense to me, I would shut the hell up. But whenever he's saying these things that you're saying, or the numbers games and all of these, it has nothing to do with.
It's more of a math problem.
It's like I don't. You got to the math. That I'm just not good at math.
His
then.
math ain't mathing.
Oh, I'm not
Exactly.
good at math.
No, I think it's Steve Kerr.
Yeah, we just seen it at different scales. It's the Olympics makes it just different. I mean, it happens occasionally with like the ninth man in the rotation in real life. Where like, oh man, this guy's been playing pretty decent. He's out for 2 weeks. Now the 10th man took his spot, and now he's got to fight back for it. And in this situation, Jayson Tatum is the 9th or 10th man. Again, not saying that it's the right thing, but that's just the kind of way it was. That's his mindset. He got injured. He had his injury. He wasn't able to play to start off with in the showcase stuff. We found a rotation that we liked. And that's just the way it is. Last time they played in the Olympics, 2020, Jayson Tatum averaged 15, 3 and 1, played a bunch of minutes. He started in the 2020 gold run that I forgot.
Who was at the bottom of that roster, though?
No, the 2024 roster is killing this roster.
Yeah. Because
This
LeBron
roster
been
got
playing this one, right?
no Bron. This roster got KD, Tatum, Drew Holiday, Dame, Zach LaVine, Devin Booker, Bam, JaVale McGee was on this roster, and he played. Chris Middleton, Draymond Green, Jeremy Grant, Keldon Johnson. Like this roster
obviously
is
a big,
dominating that roster.
He deserves to be playing the
100%.
minutes and everything like
Damn,
that.
they're the third best player on the team.
This
at this
one is
point.
just a little bit different with
Keldon
KD,
Johnson was
Brown.
playing in those games, right?
He scored a total of 4 points in the whole tourney.
That's such a weird name to see on that list.
I remember a picture of him biting his goal. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to NBA gold medalist Zach LaVine. What a great time.
I remember a picture of him biting his goal. Yeah. They love that.
Yeah. Since the start of the playoffs, Jayson Tatum's jump shooting, percentage-wise, can y'all guess it?
Since the start of the playoffs?
To the start of the playoffs. This is
Because
playoffs
his playoffs was crazy.
In the Olympics?
and the Olympics. And this is the showcase plus the 4 minutes he's played in.
Based off what I remember in the playoffs, I'm going to go
30. No, 27. 27%.
I'm going like 19 or 18%.
It's 31%.
Okay.
31%
Oh,
on
he
jump
was
shots.
shooting. He was shooting that crazy amount on step back threes. He was shooting like 13% on step back threes.
He's 1 of 14 from 3 in this Olympic run, and then 39 of 138 in the postseason this year. And that would equate to 26% on threes since the start of the playoffs. But overall jump shooting is 31%. And I watched the way Serbia played them defensively, where they allowed a guy like Anthony Edwards or Darrick White or Drew Holiday to pretty much be open the entire time. And I'm like, Tatum's jump shot has not looked good for like 2 months now. So I'm completely okay with it since we won.
That
That's
shit
a
don't
fair
matter
point.
to me. I got to give him a chance.
Yeah.
Because
He's such a talent that, like, honestly, he could go out there and explode for 20-some points real fast. And, like, now you're looking at that completely different. So, like, you just got to give him a chance. Because, like you said, Darrick White wasn't on shit. You started in the first half. We could play Tatum in the second half.
And according to those numbers, he was on shit before that, and he didn't do anything. So it's just like you just got to see with the way that the game is.
And the minutes he did play, he did look the best when he was getting to that rim because he's like 6'8", bro. Like he could really use that strong body instead of always just kind of relying on the jump shot a lot, and he could be very effective.
I more so
the best
wanted
thing
to
about
see
his
him for the
game.
defensive end because it was so many times where somebody got matched up on Jokic that was a lot smaller, and obviously Jayson Tatum is still small too, but even smaller than Jayson Tatum, like a Darrick White or whatever, and they would have to send bodies, and now he's kicking it out, and they hitting those threes. So I was looking at it like, man, just put him in because he's 6'8". Like he's gonna be 6'8". Granted, I'm not saying he can guard Jokic, but if he gets switched on him for 2 seconds, you know what I'm saying?
Your defense ain't got to panic.
Ain't got to panic at least. So it's like I was looking at that because I couldn't believe the amount of threes that they were hitting, especially when USA was trying to get its rhythm and trying to start those runs.
The one that killed me most was the one where they doubled and they had the easy 2-point, that easy layup on the back door. This was in the fourth.
Oh, Jokic threw the low
Yeah.
pass.
Oh
yeah.
yes,
yeah.
that was so evident. That was
Because
like
was
It was so
Bron trying to
slow.
help?
It was so slow.
Was it
too, that
Bron
it
trying to
developed.
help over?
Brown was
from
he was trying to switch onto Jokic and
From
have
KD
Kevin
and
Durant go there,
right,
but Kevin
right.
Durant was a little hesitant.
Right.
And then I was really like the most frustrating part of this game is when we came back and Embiid wasn't getting those
The
rebounds.
rebound.
Oh my God.
But
I
it's
was
like it was double
But
edged because he was so
he
He
great.
came down to score, so I'm like,
I really
God.
feel like we didn't miss our last like 10 shot or like that stretch when Joel had like 3 mid ranges and it was the sequence whatever. I really felt like we didn't miss. at
But
all.
he gave up those rebounds, right? And then he came down and he was trying to do some heroic shit and he turned the
dribbled
ball
off.
Yeah,
Oh,
he dribbled off his
yes.
foot.
I was like,
but you know what's
ah.
funny? I was like, big fella, I can't even be mad at you because like you just scored like 7 straight
I
points
was
for
feeling the
us.
same way, but I'm like, if we come back and that turnover, them rebounds,
Then the one that
lose us
bounced,
the game.
the one that bounced to and hit the ground, then it kind of rolled back to the 3-point line, and they got an open look. And thank God they missed, but it's
They shot
like,
0 for 9 from 3 in the fourth quarter, which is like, damn. Like they were so great at shooting through the first 3 quarters. And that was one of the things Dwayne Wade was talking about on the broadcast. Like, I don't know if they're going to shoot this well the entire game. And in the fourth quarter, completely
That's
cold.
so crazy how basketball works.
Yeah.
Like, you could just have a hot 3 quarters, and then in that fourth quarter, it just...
Blame Bogdanovich for
I got
talking
scared
shit.
on that N1 at the end too on Brian.
Oh,
Or was it Brian?
Yeah. No,
Bogdanovich?
I don't think
You talking
Brown
about
was
Bogdanovich?
guarding. But it was like a flip up.
Yes.
Yeah. And it rolled in.
Yes.
I'm like,
I think that was on KD. Or no, it was on Joel. It was on Joel.
Oh, it
He
was on
hit
Joel.
in the
It was.
face,
Yeah,
and
it
Joel was holding his mouth.
Yeah, it
I
was.
just
Hey,
love
one
the
of them-
emotion, man.
yeah, when Joel got turned, I'm like, that's what I've been waiting to see. Y'all play too cool,
Yeah.
Just
bro.
to see Braun do that and then Kevin Durant come in, I'm like, come on, bro.
I
That's
don't like
See
all
That's why
that.
we
KD hug
here.
Steph.
yes, that's
Like
why
that-
we here, man.
Did y'all see the clip of like Melo calling out that last play
Yes,
for KD
yeah,
to get that
yeah.
mid-range jumper? I don't know if
Yeah.
they was actually listening to him, but like he was literally standing on the sideline, standing up, like pointing out what to
Oh,
do.
I ain't see.
Oh
I think
yeah, somebody
KD
had
was just
posted the clip.
thinking, I'm Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
I can
It
just
looked
do
like he was setting up that play because he was on the sideline and he definitely looked like he
yeah.
was
He
telling
told them
KD
to
come
set.
here.
He was like, set that.
And then KD got it. He's like, move
Yeah.
out. Like, it looked like they was playing AAU out there.
The funniest thing ever is this. They did that. KD got the isolation. There was no doubt in my mind that he wasn't going to score.
Yeah,
I don't
for
know how
sure.
y'all felt.
No, I felt
And
that
some
too.
shit you could be like, man, I'm highly confident. But it's like, no, I knew
I
he
was a
gonna
little
score.
nervous. I ain't
And then
gonna
he
lie.
hit him with the cross. I said,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Once he made the crossover, they got to that limit. I just knew it was money. It wasn't no contest. It wasn't no contest.
Hey, shout out to Wardell though.
Yes.
Yeah.
17 in the first when the
Yes.
team only had 23 to stay within reach, down by 8 going into the second.
This is the Steph Curry game.
And he had a shot like that where I was like, oh, 100% that's going in. Well, he just pulled up from like 32 feet.
That heat check?
At a contested. And it like rattled. And I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh. And he did his skip back like he was frustrated that it didn't go in. I mean, what a luxury to have the greatest shooter of all time. on
They
your
need
team.
to be better because they was tweaking.
Yeah.
They was tweaking.
But I also just think that Serbia hit some shots. They just hit shots. I mean, a lot of them are open.
Yeah.
But I think that was kind of the game plan.
They also just played really hard.
in
Like,
the previous rounds, Serbia hasn't shot like this.
yeah.
Like they have in some of the preliminary games, but so far in the Olympic, they weren't this hot. So it was like, let's prevent Jokic from being Jokic. If random Serbian player whose name I can't pronounce hits 4 threes, we okay with that. His ass hit 8 threes instead. So it's like,
He
oh,
was
wait a
going
minute.
crazy.
Well, yeah, and also in the showcase, they didn't have Bogdanovich when they played.
They're very true.
Bogdanovich was a big part of this
Very
game.
true. Because that threw me off. I was asking y'all, like, what was Bogey at?
Yep.
Yeah, but he came out. He was in his bag. He
Yes,
definitely
he
did his
was.
thing.
He was.
I wonder what's that like as an NBA player. Like for a guy like probably like Devin Booker, Drew Holiday, who had those primary matchup of guarding him. What is it like having to defend him in the FIBA rules now? Like where he is the guy, and versus like guarding him in the NBA. How do you make that switch? Like
It's probably
I feel
going to
like
be
you
different
it's
too.
probably
Look-
feel like you'd guard a completely different player at that point.
Yeah. Because it's a different system, different offense. Like, he might know how to manipulate this offense a lot better than the NBA one he's kind of in. Or
I
whatever.
think that's every time you're off the NBA court. If you go to the Drew League and you playing a dude who probably ain't a starter for his team, you probably going to have to guard him different. You go back to the league, Jordan Crawford probably isn't starting for the Celtics or the Wizards, but Jordan Crawford will bust your ass in the summer because he's unrestricted. Like,
Yeah.
there's no restriction. Same thing with Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford ain't an all-star when we go back to the league, but when we go to these runs, Jamal Crawford is an MVP. He will bust your ass. So, it's, you know what I mean? Like, no restrictions basketball is crazy.
You also
well,
got the-
outside of the NBA restrictions.
Think about the person he's playing pick and roll with too. Like if it's
Yeah.
him and Onyeka Okongwu, I feel okay with the way I'm guarding him. But if it's Jokic instead, it's like we gotta fight over. We gotta go under. We gotta prevent a switch. When Onyeka Okongwu, you're like fuck all that. But Donovan's not gonna do nothing like that. But him talking trash early on, you could tell it really set Bron off because Bron started talking back. And they were down by 14. Bron got an and 1, and he did the too small thing.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you down by 14 and you still doing this? That's when I was like, they good. They got this, man.
You
It
don't
was
even see LeBron do the too small
Yeah.
celebration. He usually just do this. But him to do this, that was like, okay.
He fouled Brown one time too, and Brown was like, "Get off of me." I'm like, damn.
That shoulder shrug he be doing is funny.
Yeah.
That's my favorite shit ever.
Shake him off me.
Yeah, I wonder where LeBron ranks amongst the league as trash talkers. Because, like, you do hear him sometimes saying stuff like when you told campaign, like, hey, you was at home a few months ago, just stay humble. I wonder what we was saying to Bogdanovich.
The one against the Grizzlies is a classic where he's like, no, they keep talking trash.
Oh, yeah.
And then he go down and get the helmet.
Anderson was like, Brown, shit. He's like, no.
They what did he say?
He said they ain't talking shit.
Yeah. Hey, it's someone.
I love LeBron when he in that mode because he's not gonna do too much talking. He gonna just respond with his play.
And you know what's funny? I think he got done saying that. He
got
came
that
down
and
and
won.
dunked on Jaren
Oh,
Jackson.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Uh,
LeBron gonna respond with that play.
Let's spend like 2 minutes talking about the final because by the time this episode is uploaded, the final's gonna be. It's not really relevant, but they go against France, obviously, who's been crazy. I remember 2 weeks ago we was talking about the showcase games. France was 0-4, and they were like, "What? They don't look that great." And since then, they made a big switch, which is putting Rudy
Rudy on the
Gobert
bench.
ass down and letting Wemby be the full-time 5, and then
Yeah.
Gershon
Let him
Yabusele.
down.
Yeah, Gershon
Yo,
Yabusele.
boy.
Yeah,
You said he's the
Let him
NBA
down.
player now.
when you playing it behind Wemby, yeah. Gershon Yabusele looks amazing. Fournier are both hooping, and then something was
Was
They
that
got
an accident?
Isaiah Cornier.
Did you say Cornier?
Or is it
that an
Isaiah
accident?
Cornier?
that's his name.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they got a
I
player
didn't know. I
with
don't know
Cornier.
their players.
He
I'm
faked.
sorry.
He faked these.
No, yeah,
faked
he
these.
really been hooping.
Yeah.
When you said Cornier, I was like, wait, do you mean Fournier?
No, Cornier and Fournier, two different guys.
That's only you would do that.
My
It's a
bad.
sandwich.
Oh man, that's a story. Mike don't even know the story.
I don't know the story.
We'll tell it later. But no, they went against Germany, put the clamps up, hit some big shots down the stretch. Gershon was amazing. Boom, boom, boom. Now and then the final at home, the first.
Hey, yeah, Gershon. Hey, that. Oh man.
Call him Dancing Bear.
They better not let USA better not let him act the way he's acting. He actually has been looking crazy.
They say he shot 40% from 3 the last 3 years overseas. So it's like, if he's shooting 40% from 3 and he doing all this other stuff too, what are GMs that are in the association calling this phone?
Don't forget Frank Ntilikina.
Oh, yeah. Well, they went against Germany, won, and now they're the first host team to make it to the gold medal round since 1996, where the Team USA did it in Atlanta.
Mhm.
I like this team. It's been fun to watch them. I just don't know how they get up to beat USA other than, like, they have home court advantage,
Yeah.
and those fans have been ridiculous this tournament.
Is Rudy going to start since Joel?
He better not. Things have been good since he went to the bench.
I was thinking about that.
But
this
I was
morning.
more so thinking because he's probably like the best guy to put on Joel. Versus
It's possible, but I also think about the rest of the defense falls apart when him and Wemby are on the court together, and then the offense is so stagnant. It's like you might just feel like you can
Count
take
your
your
losses,
chance.
Yeah.
It ain't
with
like
Wemby.
Embiid been in here going.
But Embiid did
Nuts, though.
give Wemby 70.
Yeah.
He did.
Wemby gave him 35.
He sure did. He sure did.
That was crazy. He did.
He need
give
2
him
Wemby
70.
games to match that Joel
But I
Embiid
was
game.
saying, what if Wemby had like the craziest game ever and snatched this, bro?
And he hasn't been phenomenal. Like
no,
defensively,
I
he's
just
been
looked
cool.
at his last game. He was like 3 for 9, and that was just from 2.
But he hit one. He missed a 3. They got the rebound. He got it back and shot it. That motherfucker was cash. That was a huge shot in this game. And the game before that, he was like 2 of 10. So he ain't been crazy offensively.
Mhm.
Maybe is a moment where he can take off.
I ain't even noticed. He had a game. He was too. Like I just think Wemby is too talented to be going 2 for 10.
But I feel like he just
Shout out to your boy LaMarcus. He was right. Get that one move.
as a big, I feel like it's just so much harder to be you when your guards suck. He has no guards on his team.
I feel you, but he ain't the typical big either.
He also can get it himself.
But that's
too.
just not what he's been doing. That hasn't been their game plan for France. He hasn't been grabbing the ball and setting up the offense like he would.
No,
do
he
with the
has that, but I
Spurs.
think he takes too many jump shots. Personally,
He does.
I feel like that in this and in the NBA.
He's
personally.
definitely 3 heavy.
Well,
Every
yes,
time I've
it's
seen
elevated
France,
now
he's
because
been
it's
shooting
no
so
3
much.
seconds either.
He been
You
shooting.
said there's no
so
3
much.
seconds?
Yeah, in the FIBA rules.
Oh, well, yeah.
So it is elevated. It's a little tougher to get to the basket.
Well, 7'6". You better find a way.
130.
He put on a little bit of weight. He probably like 140 now.
Yeah,
10
Right.
pounds of muscle.
Right, he at the crib. He eating good.
140 ain't nothing, bro. I don't care if you put on 10 pounds a month. 140?
Yeah, 140 is
Yeah.
crazy.
I think Brian pushing you with like barely anything.
Once he found out to get them figure out a way to get them easy baskets, he gonna be looking crazy.
I think the recipe to beat USA is exactly what Serbia did, though. You got to shoot lights out. You got to hit a million threes.
And you got to crash offensive boards. Make them have to really like box out. And
They got
like
the
Gritty.
Montrezl Harrell guy on their team. Mossad, whatever the hell, how you pronounce his name? Just like Montrezl Harrell, bro. Offensive rebound, dunk right up,
Can he
screen.
play? He not
yeah.
playing no defense though.
Just like Montrezl
Oh,
Harrell.
okay. He gonna be cool then.
I think the Knicks have him. Like, y'all have his rights if he ever came to the
Are
league.
you talking about he got like is his hair blonde?
No.
Oh, okay.
Big, I think it's dreaded.
Oh, he dreaded?
Yeah.
Oh, he my dreads hair for real. I can't picture who you talking about.
Yeah, but the Knicks
Let me
have
go
his
look.
rights. Yeah. But yeah, the finals should be decent, and then Jayson Tatum gets another goal.
Yeah, I don't
Number
see a
two,
world where
add it to the
Tatum
resume.
I don't see a world where Tatum doesn't play tonight. This is just me.
I've been watching. I think the world exists. He
I
hasn't
think
played.
I think it does, but I also think Steve Kerr probably feels the heat.
It's the final.
I was gonna say,
Unless they're about 30.
He's already been feeling the heat. Like if he didn't feel pressure in the other games, I don't think he really cares at this
I don't
point.
think he
did
cares.
that
Kuminga had to request a trade to play.
And now he wants a max.
I don't
That's
blame
probably
him.
why Steve Kerr wasn't playing him. He too good. We don't want to pay him.
Maybe he's smart deep
Nah,
down.
Oh, you
I
talking
hope-
about this dude?
Yeah, I hope
Okay.
Tatum plays, but like it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't, just because he
Yeah.
hasn't.
I
But
guess.
if they're up by enough, he 100% is gonna play. Just like last game with Tyrese Halliburton checked in the first half, they were up by like 22. Tyrese hasn't played the whole tourney, but they were up by 20. So it's like Tyrese.
In a way,
will
it
get
just
some break.
feels a little disrespectful.
I agree. I completely agree. But do Steve Kerr give a damn about?
It just
Jayson Tatum's
piles. I
respect
think
at
it's
this
even
point?
worse for Jayson Tatum just because it piles up from all the the negativity that he kind of got on the championship run too.
Yeah.
There's now he not even playing. Like now we can kind of hate on him some more.
He's won a championship as the best guy and is about to get a gold, but you can say that this last 2 months has been awful for him.
He didn't get finals
which is
MVP.
that's crazy.
Yeah, and then he gets DMPs in the Olympics.
Yeah, it is. But I would draft him in fantasy this year.
Shout out to Jaylen Brown. At least you ain't make it. You ain't have to have your time wasted. But the one thing I will say,
Yeah.
what Jayson Tatum seriously should do is take this and take it as disrespect. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
I would take it as
That's 100%
disrespect.
how you should take it.
Yeah.
He-
Everything that people been saying, I think I heard Melo say like, man, he might be too nice or whatever. I would start to think about that because, yeah, it's getting a little out of hand.
There's no reason not to at this point. You got your championship. It's like, let me switch it up. What's the worst thing that could happen? Even when we met him, he was just like a low energy, just kind of chill guy.
Yeah,
Maybe on that court, he got to dog it up a little bit. And we've seen him be a dog before,
yeah.
but it's just not like a nightly occurrence. So
I think that's one thing that people have always used as like a knock against him. But
Hey man, I don't be buying into the shit people say about Jayson Tatum. That shit, that social media shit be spilling over. I don't buy into it. Jayson Tatum one of the best players in the game right now.
He
I
is.
don't buy into it. Motherfuckers just be having some shit to say about anything that don't matter with basketball. They just love to find shit and stick onto it, and that shit is corny.
whatever his personality type is, has been working. He's okay with his team continuing to acquire all-star level talents for the sake of the organization. So
Yeah.
do the thing.
And again, I feel like social media paints that picture. Because remember, like, as soon as that thing happened and they called Jaylen Brown for the finals MVP, he'll go to screenshot of Jayson Tatum. He don't look happy.
And
that
he's
he didn't
clapping
look
his
Yeah.
ass off.
Yeah,
talking about he don't
it's-
look happy.
I feel like social media creates a lot of narratives and people just drive it.
We go
because negativity is what gets you clicks on social media nowadays.
we go outside and we bring up Jayson Tatum. The first thing somebody gonna say is, "Yeah, but dude, did you see his interview? He was sounding like everybody else." Dude, he always
all
has
the
his-
clips are funny though.
He always has his son. Like, dude,
He's such a good dad, dude.
Dude.
The best in the world neglect their kids.
dude, he was wearing the shirt that Kobe was wearing when Kobe worked out for the Celtics those years ago. Like, why is he wearing the purple armband? It's like, man, shut the fuck up. That should be so corny to me. Y'all motherfuckers don't know no basketball. Y'all got to talk about all this shit that don't have nothing to do with basketball to talk basketball because y'all don't know basketball. Simple. Simple. Talk to me about Jayson Tatum, the basketball player.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. Because I don't know a team that wouldn't have him.
Nope, all 30 would love to have him.
Not Warriors.
Can't name a
apparently.
team that wouldn't have
Not
him.
the war.
Steve Kerr would still get that man DMPs for whatever reason.
Ridiculous.
Moses Moody finally played now because Tatum on the team.
Kyle Anderson playing more minutes than him.
So is Steve Kerr a good coach?
Resume shows it. Hey, the resume shows it. I don't have a knock against him.
You think
We'll never know.
Lou Walton a good coach?
Nope.
I don't know.
When Luke Walton was coaching the Warriors,
Well, yeah, when he was, they was still winning. So.
he was doing his thing.
His record was crazy, 1-2.
Yeah, it's like 34-1 or something for a
Yeah.
stretch.
But he's still the same person now.
I think that one of the biggest things for Steve Kerr was like he was able to manage all of these personalities, but then he wasn't because Draymond started punching people,
Not for you.
and they were like, "Draymond, we're sorry."
And the
KD
whole
left.
KD and Draymond arguing, they just tried to sweep it under the rug instead of addressing it.
So
and
he
that's-
don't know how to manage
He don't.
personalities.
I think he kind of just tried to sweep shit under the rug a little bit.
He do.
Keep it going.
Remember, didn't he say like he had Draymond was in an altercation? It might have been with the one with Rudy or whatever. He's like, I didn't see what I didn't
see what happened.
I didn't see
You
it.
can
Scared of
definitely,
Draymond?
there's definitely a pattern here of like when shit pop off, Steve Kerr kind of like turns a blind eye to it.
Now
You probably didn't see
Would you
Jordan
rather,
Poole get
would you
punched
rather
either.
play for Steve?
Is Steph Curry on the team?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what the other option is. With Steph Curry's there, all right.
The other option was going to be Nick Kerr.
I thought it was gonna be Tom Thibodeau.
Y'all making me think that Jayson Tatum will play this game.
What?
Cause-
Who's y'all? He's
'cause-
the only one. I don't think Jayson Tatum is going to play.
Because Draymond said he should.
Oh.
And that's all he. That's
You
all
think
Steve Kerr
Draymond called
needs.
Kerr after the game?
That's all he needs. Just one tweet.
Draymond-
Ain't about to call. Just one tweet.
Draymond
Draymond
was
said
tweeting, yeah.
he said he was
He
about to
messed
put
around and
Kerr.
start today.
He was about to put Curry and Bron in a group chat at halftime. Like, hey man. But I think Draymond said he going to this game. So Draymond's gonna be in the crowd like, Coach, you need to go.
Me mugging him.
He was funny when he tweeted at the end of the third that Steph Curry and LeBron ain't tired. I'm just like, bro, they can't get a little rest to close out the fourth?
Oh. Yeah.
Those 10-minute quarters they fly by, bro.
Fly back.
They do.
Cause I looked at that quarter like, oh, it's already 8 minutes. We gotta start getting this going. We gotta start getting this going, man. We have
Serbia
to.
ended up winning the bronze, though. They won this
Yes, they
morning
did.
against Germany. Jokic, I guess, had a triple-double. I didn't see a single second in this game. But they said he
Insane.
closed it out, too.
2 is not the winning, 3 nobody remembers. So I'm watching it go.
In the Olympics, I think it's just different.
I
I
can
won't
imagine
go.
winning that stuff for your country, man.
I want gold.
Yeah, but they lost.
All I know is gold.
American bias right there. That's all we do know is gold. Basketball, America, at least.
Yeah, basketball.
There should be a content creator Olympics.
What would you do? Shot put?
Yeah, what?
No, we would orchestrate our own basketball team.
No, we wouldn't. Or you wouldn't make it.
It's just gonna be like the Gilbert Arenas show wins. There might be 40,
Yeah.
but they have 4 NBA players on it.
Yep. And I'm going to sign
Oh.
over. I'm going to be like Joel. I'm going to go over there.
Joel is crazy. Already talking about he want to play. He gonna probably play for France.
Don't have.
No,
Oh
you
no,
say
no,
the
no,
Cameroon.
the Cameroon. Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
Which is, I think it's interesting. Why not?
What was the full quote? I seen it, but I ain't see the.
But
him
he was basically saying that he's enjoyed his time here. He can't wait to play again, and it just might be with someone else.
Yeah.
People just thought he was a loot because it won't be France. They booed the hell out of him since he got here. And the Cameroon's a team he wanted to play for, but he didn't believe that they had a good enough roster to make it to the Olympics.
Oh, so he's a hopper.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He's a hopper.
but
He's
thank
seeing
God
what-
because
he's
we
seeing
won't win
what
that without
Jokic
him
was
last
doing.
game.
He was like, maybe I could do that with my team.
Yeah, I doubt
no,
it.
because then Tatum would have played minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe
he had an
maybe,
extra roster spot to bring on.
or maybe Anthony Davis scores those 7 straight points in the fourth.
I was
or-
watching AD.
Or just give the ball to Steph. You just give the ball to Steph
You
more.
could.
That's all I would do. What did y'all think of Kevin Durant the following that night? I don't even know the time
It was like 5 a.m. his time.
or that morning for him.
Yeah, I don't.
Going back and forth with everybody on Twitter.
It is funny that he was up that early and going back and forth with fans.
I wasn't.
You also got to think about what's the time difference though?
No,
Well,
it's
like
5
you said,
a.m.
it was 5 a.m.
For
for
him,
them.
it was
or
5
for us?
a.m.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, okay.
I wasn't completely locked in. I saw bits and pieces, but I didn't care enough to like dive into it.
I love what he does when he goes back and forth with fans.
Can you explain it completely to me?
So
No, I think Pierre will probably do a better job.
right. So Kevin Durant went on Twitter and he tweeted somebody that I guess is like a Nuggets fan or does stuff with the Nuggets. And the dude, I forget his name, he made a post. And the dude's post is 100% accurate. He was just saying, man, Serbia took that one of the greatest teams ever in existence to the wire with a medal on the line. Like, them and their country should feel super proud and honored. And Kevin Durant, being on some funny shit, is like, where you from? Question mark, question mark. And because Twitter and fans and fandom is so thin-skinned and everybody's so sensitive, Nugget fans and people started going at him, and a couple of people was going crazy, like calling him words on here that I can't say, nothing racial, but like calling him out of his name. and he started replying, and then other people started to get involved, and he basically was quote tweeting a lot of stuff, and one of them was somebody saying that he has a problem with Jokic being the best in the world or something like that, and then Kevin Durant was like, in so many words, NBA players respect Jokic, and we are in awe of his brilliance, but we don't worship him like y'all do, in so many words. And then he was telling fans that, like, y'all, who y'all think the best player in the world is, like, don't really apply to us. And he was just saying that fans stick their chest out too much and think that they are pushing the game or involved with pushing the game in so many different words. And just saying that fandom is kind of crazy these days, and a lot of fans think that their takes and shit matter when they really don't at the end of the day. It was a lot of good stuff that was being said, in my opinion, just to start certain conversations. And you know how that go. A lot of feelings was hurt.
I think it's crazy that people really do go on it, and like you said, they was calling him out his name and stuff. Like, they do that strictly just to try to get a reaction.
So here we'll go, because it's only a few, and we don't have to sum them up. We could just say exactly what was being said. So somebody named Will, who's a Nugget fan. Some people are saying me calling KD a scumbag was too harsh. So I'll rephrase. He's a petty, insecure, little ignorant B. Kevin Durant said, Will's upset. Somebody else said, cheering against Team USA? You mean like all of those Americans who were making fun of Noah Lyles not winning gold in his latest race? Good old double standards. Just admit you hate the fact that Jokic is clearly the best player in the world. Kevin Durant quotes it, to all you Nugget fans, nobody gives a bleep who y'all lames believe is the best player in the league. Players got major respect for Jokic. We don't worship him like y'all do, but most aren't awe of his brilliance. Trolling you cornballs for rooting against us is a part of the game. Deal with it.
Well, that was the thing that I felt like he was just 100%. Like, you can't really argue it. I feel like a lot of people, especially with social media nowadays, they have these theories and they have these rumors, whatever, and they kind of like, they paint pictures for themselves of what the NBA actually is. When in all honesty, like, none of us are in the NBA. Like, a lot of people don't touch the NBA. So you really can't get the actual feeling of what it's like to be in the locker room, what it's like to be around all these players. So I felt like that was something like, you just can't put yourself in an NBA player's shoes. And there's a lot of things that people have thoughts and opinions on. It's like, you really just taking it out your ass at that point, you know?
Some other dude said, learned a lot about U.S. sports culture today. A lot of flexing for only beating a nation of 6.6 million in a sport they invented, acting like Jokic fans are committing treason. We here would never do this to a small Pacifica nation in rugby league. We embrace the competition. Here's Kevin Durant. Let's talk about the fan culture that's been created recently. A lot of huge egos who believe they are the reason for the advancement of a sport. A lot of idol worship, a lot of hate and division based off wins and losses, a lot of disrespect to the work being put in by these incredible athletes, mostly by people who don't know what it takes to be good at anything besides talking. Go do something and get out the way. Kind of basically what like Mike was kind of alluding to, where it's like a lot of people never been in the NBA. Yeah. You don't know what it takes, and it's just easy for us to sit around and just basically talk.
And I think he also said that somewhat like this is a brotherlyhood, like what they.
That's the last tweet I'm about to get to right now. There's somebody. Well, he actually follows us, Wes. He said, this is the exact thing he's talking about has existed since the inception of the NBA. You think people weren't worshiping?
That's the
6 man? Yeah. You think people weren't worshiping MJ or Bird and being divisive then? I hate to be that guy, but it only seems like it's a problem now that guys like Giannis and Jokic are getting the same treatment. And he said, that's what y'all do. Y'all clowns. Use players to push these corny agendas y'all got. This is a brotherhood, fam. You not a part of it. It's a problem now because social media got you clowns walking around with your chest out like you mean something. You don't. Your takes don't matter. And that was the last one.
Yeah, I think that last part is very evident. Like, I feel like a lot of people get on these mics and they feel like, or even on Twitter, and they say some outlandish things sometimes to try to push an agenda. And it's kind of unfortunate because, like, genuinely, none of those guys really care. Maybe some of them are the thin-skinned guys that you maybe can get under their skin a little bit, but realistically, a lot of them don't care. They talking to each other about it. They might say something. They might laugh at your ass because they think you a goofy. Like a lot of that shit is goofy to them. They probably look at you so differently and like you probably are lame. Like, it's not funny. It's not even cool to them.
I agree with you, Darrick. I think sometimes I think people not even like it's getting under their skin. I think sometimes you might catch a player or athlete or even like a musician every once in a while on tour, or you might even get KB to say something back to you. It's not because what you're saying is necessarily getting under their skin. It's just sometimes as a person with a platform, when you see people talking or the same person just having, it's just kind of like annoying.
Yeah.
More so than getting on my, it's just like, bro, can you just shut up? Like, why every time I'm tweeting you saying something stupid? Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, here's the attention. Like, what do you want me to do? More so than like what you're actually saying is like bothering me. Because like you said, it don't really matter. You know what I mean? It ain't changing anything. And I think some of the stuff that was being said is true, and I think it's okay. You know, that's basically what I was saying in my video, because it's like, it's so much that goes on in our sport that is like just straight up bullshit.
Yeah.
And I just think about the times of like when we was growing up and what got us into the sport. It wasn't so much BS because we didn't have social media. But like, to me, the game and sports and a lot of different things in life, they're supposed to be outlets. Because like no matter your race, gender, financial, tax bracket, whatever, we all going through things in life. Like that's just something that comes with life. You can't escape having issues and problems and real life stress. And sports, video games, music, all of these different things are supposed to be an outlet. But we've allowed social media to make our game and the conversations with our game so toxic that you kind of need an outlet for the outlet. There's been so many Twitter pages.
I need an outlet for Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it.
There's been so many like pages who are like in the basketball community and enjoy basketball and trying to talk basketball that have had to like disable, or like, man, I've seen a lot of tweets from people like, man, I'm a step away. It's not good for my mental health. Basketball and sports shouldn't be something somebody has to step away from because the environment has become so toxic. Like that was a safe haven when we was growing up at lunch talking basketball and different things. And I'll be looking at it feeling like it's kind of bad for some people because everybody don't have the thick skin that we have. We were just raised in a time where people said ruthless things to you all the time. Like, and they would be your best friend would say the worst thing to you, and you kind of just become a little, like you said, used to it. Today, it's just a different time. And, you know, it's a lot of young kids and young people that want to get into the game. And, you know, you have social media that allow you to talk to people around the world. And I can only imagine trying to get into basketball now. And sometimes the conversations are just so toxic. It's just like, oh, shit, like, I just wanted to talk about my favorite player.
I'll laugh at some of the little funny posts when they first come out or whatever. But eventually, when it just keeps running on and just like it feels like it's agenda being pushed, it does get like, why do I have to open my app and see all this negativity?
Yeah, like when Tatum got all the memes, the first time he got all the memes just came out. Second time it happened, they just recycled the same memes that they was already putting out. I'm just like, bro, y'all got to keep putting out the same stuff.
And I'll even give them a pass on that. Memes and stuff can be funny and all of that. That's cool.
The first time.
But I just
when
hate
it happened the second time, why we don't have to repeat it?
You know the tweet where it's like you go in there and you say I like pancakes and somebody gonna reply like what waffle, like why you don't like waffle?
Yeah.
Like that's how it be in today's world, where I feel like when we was growing up, we like Kobe, he like KB like Bron. If you came to school with a LaMarcus Aldridge jersey, it wasn't gonna be like, why you got that on? It was gonna be like, damn, he got a LaMarcus. I ain't seen the LaMarcus. Now I feel like today is the opposcue, where it's like, why do you like LaMarcus Aldridge? Why don't you like Jokic? Like, why isn't Jokic?
You know what's my favorite thing when I see on Twitter that makes me laugh is like somebody makes a post or whatever, and somebody has a comment. He's like, "You a Wizards fan? Why are you even talking to me?" It's like, bro,
it's literally toxic.
I know a Wizards fan not.
But then if that Wizards fan was a Celtic fan, it'd be like he jumped on a bandwagon. It's a lose-lose. It's just crazy. But yeah, it's just the times that we in, man. I just wish the conversations and some of the stuff with our game didn't have to be so toxic. It's going to get negative. It's going to get heated because people are passionate and you have arguments and debates. But there's a lot of community in sports, and especially a sport like basketball. With social media, the game should be able to grow and get to a place where, like, I like our community. I feel like through the wire, numbers on the board, we have a strong community where people can connect around the world and be friends and different things like that. And that's the type of stuff I just wish we could see more of.
I felt like a good example. I mean, besides all the negative stuff, like during the actual game when it was going on and everybody was tweeting and everybody felt like they were kind of together, I feel like those are the best moments.
I agree.
On like NBA Twitter when we're all watching that game and we all have the same reactions and we're all kind of like feeding off of it.
One of my favorite Twitter moments of recent was in that Knicks versus 76ers thing
Oh,
because
yeah.
there was a lot of 76er fans that I interacted with when we was talking shit to each other. But at the end of the series, we was able to just kind of shake hands and be cool because it never was nothing that got personal or out of hand. They was talking shit rooting for their team. I was talking shit rooting for my team. At the end of it, my team won, and we was able to say, hey, man, good series. Y'all, hey, I was scared of Maxey. Maxey was busting our ass. I can't lie. And that's how sports should be, where, the Blazers versus Knicks play, and I'm like, hey, we finna bust y'all ass. But the Blazers upset us that night, and D. Mills talking shit. And that's just what it is. It's like, oh, yeah.
It's like that when we go, like if you go to the local gym.
Right,
like, you could talk shit with the thing, but at the end of the day, ain't nobody finna get serious.
Yeah.
So, it might be that one dude that try to take
It's
it too
always
far.
that
And we all
one
look
dude.
and everybody in the gym is looking at him like a clown.
And
like,
then he just killed the whole vibe, and now it's
Exactly.
just like, we just gotta play. And then when the game over, it's just like, good game, bro.
Yeah.
But he was doing too much.
For sure. But yeah.
I swear, no. For the times that I went to the gym, I swear, when you be having that little personal matchup, and not personal, but it's like that competitive edge. The next time you see that dude at the gym, I bet you he trying to hoop with you, or he want to hoop with you because he know you play
It's
like
all
that.
love at the end of the day.
It
it's
really
just
is.
just
I
like-
swear
that's
you
how
make the
gain
best friends
respect.
like that.
That's like the ethos of sport, is to compete, and then you see somebody else compete as much as you are, they care about it, or they going as hard, and then you have a mutual respect, and now every time y'all go against each other, you know what I mean, that competitive nature just continue to grow. Or, it's like, hey, I want you on my team this time, and you got a little bond there. Like, that's just what it's always been about. So that now, fast forward to these times, not that we 50 and 60, but it just wasn't always like this.
Yeah.
Even in the early days of Twitter, where like you was the OKC fan, and I hate that we put that out there. Fans, y'all got to stop just looking up shit and exposing
You
shit.
have
Like,
so many Instagram accounts.
I have a few, yeah.
y'all was
I have a lot
replying
of
to people
passwords.
in the comments.
That was
that was crazy.
It's
Talking about
one
he
thing-
up
Somebody
now.
we went to school
He
with
up
too.
now. It's
He
crazy.
up
He
now.
up now.
It's crazy, bro. That's just crazy.
Like look at all these accounts.
How many I got? Like 4
Oh,
or
that
5?
was somebody I went to school with
Yeah.
Somebody used to hang out with very regularly.
in our high school?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had 5 different Instagram accounts.
Yeah, I told you I'd be forgetting my password.
Oh boy,
makes
look
sense.
what his location say on that one.
Oh, it went away.
Oh,
Whatever popped up looked raw though.
it says Chicago.
Oh,
Knowing damn well he wasn't from or in Chicago.
Hinsdale South is not in Chicago. Talking about location.
Y'all crazy.
Oh, even now your location say Chicago.
On his current account?
I don't want to get
On the
doxxed.
current
I don't
account.
want to get doxxed. So.
You have one
So
post?
just don't put anything.
You have one post on Instagram?
Yeah.
I don't post as much as I used to, and I'm mad about that.
But at least you don't have one.
True. How many posts you think you got?
All time, maybe 20, 22.
Okay.
Something
20.
like
You
that.
just love that
No.
number. 22.
You have 54,
Oh, shit.
How many you got, KB?
14.
Okay.
I archived
He
a bunch of
archived a
stuff.
bunch of,
I always do that every once in a while.
I think I archived a few, but then I kept some of them up just for like, thought they was like, it just shows where I was and where I'm at now.
I just got all the monumental stuff.
It'd be hard to post. Like, I don't feel like I could post iPhone pics now. Like, I need professional, like, you know what I'm saying, real camera pics.
I
need
would
Austin
have
pics.
10 if I can get rid of these ads that's on the account, but they got a 365.
There was a
day
light before
grace
that when it really was just like you just take that regular pic and put it on
Yeah.
Instagram.
We used to pull up to KB first apartment and to do the pod, and I would have, like, was it you taking
You
them?
have like me or D. D Mills is your yeah.
D Mills
Your
used to have-
photographer.
for sure. He used to have the crispy ones.
Because you wanted, and you used to love that filter. And what's that filter they
Man,
took
what
away?
was that filter
It was,
called? Damn, I did love that filter. That filter's so nasty now, but yeah, I did love that filter.
it used to
Kawhi
blur out the
Leonard
back,
one?
blur it out a little bit.
No, not the deep fry. He said the Kawhi Leonard one. It was, what is it called? It was like Zoom. It was like something where it'll blur the background a little
Yeah.
bit. Was it
It's
portrait?
similar to like portrait on the iPhone, but I forgot what Instagram called it.
Okay,
Instagram had their own one.
yeah, my boy D Mills used to hook me up.
But we did used to take the portrait ones on the normal.
I got so many archive pictures of me just standing in front of KB apartment, holding my MacBook and a charger that I'm finna use for the pod. I got pictures of Mike. He was standing in front of the tree. He took some pictures in front of that tree.
I remember that. I archived one of the pictures. It was on Instagram.
Yeah. How y'all feel about Lauri Markkanen re-signing with the Jazz and not being able to be traded? That's another trade chip off of our market. The trade deadline might be weak, man.
Zach LaVine, get ready.
Trade deadline might be
Yeah, Zach
extremely
LaVine
weak.
literally might be the hottest name. Well, I don't even know.
But
if
then
he's gonna be
again,
hot,
we've
depending
had
on how he's
years
playing.
like we didn't think Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving gonna get traded
That's
one year.
true.
But do you see a disgruntled star potentially?
I don't think you
Yeah,
ever
tr-
see
you-
it. It just pop up out of nowhere. I think you get a couple months into the season, the team not performing the way they should, and then boom.
I just think it's been so many moved lately that's what makes me feel like we ain't gonna have any. Like
I'm gonna be the old man again. The CBA does a huge part in that as well. Like a team like the Lakers would love Zach LaVine, but they don't love Zach LaVine at his price range because of the CBA.
Yeah, that's
Like, let's think
100%
about
true.
superstars. Like, Anthony Edwards ain't getting traded.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of people who have
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they staying put. They running it back.
Jamal Murray.
Only
ain't
guy
gonna
that I
get traded.
got, Jimmy Butler, could be a name at the trade deadline.
Oh,
Teams
there
are
you
calling
go.
for.
There you go. There you
Um,
go. That's all. No, that's all we needed. I didn't even think about him. You're right. You're absolutely right. But
Brandon Ingram could also be a name at the trade deadline. Teams are calling for.
True.
Maybe.
Please trade him before the season starts. Oh my God, I'm
Cam
so
Johnson. Cam
so
Johnson might be
tired.
one of the biggest names.
that's no disrespect, Cam, but that's crazy.
The Lauri Markkanen extension is interesting. You just don't see teams run their organization like this, where they gave up all the leverage. Usually, it's like we gonna sign you so you can get traded potentially. There is a 0% chance. It's like literally impossible for him to get traded. But I understand it. That's a lot of money for Lauri Markkanen, but he's an all-star caliber talent, and it's not like keeping Lauri Markkanen on the team can prevent you from getting a top 5 pick. It's just so. I think it makes sense.
You
Yeah.
almost can really get your top 5 pick now because players get paid and they cool with it because I don't have any. I got my bag. Ain't like I got to play for my bag. Now, when you trying to sit me and then you're going to come back to me at the end of the year talking about, well, your numbers did drop. So we can, no.
Yeah.
So if you need to sit him, I'm sure. How much he get?
It's like 220.
248.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
sit.
240 is brand new money.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll
He-
sit.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
he's
yeah.
238 because he already at 18.
He'll sit his
Yeah.
ass down 35 games for you.
Yeah, he can pay $47 million a year.
It is interesting though, where like the middle classes doesn't exist. It's like you're gonna get a max or you're signing for $6 million,
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like the Tyus Jones.
Yeah,
It's so weird how they kind of ruined the role player market.
yeah.
Like
It's a lot of guys still sitting, right?
Mhm.
Dennis Smith Jr. does not have a team.
Lonnie
Walker.
Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, Markell's the guy, but
Jetty Osman. Some names out there.
Pat Bev went overseas.
Yeah.
Talking about he ain't want to sit in the corner no more.
Yeah, that was. Come on now.
We'll see what his numbers look like over there. But yeah, the Lauri Markkanen extension is cool. It's just I want to see Lauri Markkanen eventually play in a playoff series. It's not happening anytime soon. I think and now he's the oldest guy in the league with no playoff experience, which is not a good title you want. Zach LaVine had it, Buddy Hield had it, and now it's Lauri Markkanen. Sad.
He'll get out of it.
At least not for the next 6 months.
No.
So it's
Well.
it's gonna have to be next year.
Yeah.
And even then, it's going to be a stretch, like, because the West is so deep
Mhm.
that
And he's such a talent that, like, at his price range with the new CBA, the contending team is gonna have to really think about that, just like Zach LaVine now. So
he ain't sitting out like that, though.
I see what you're saying, but I feel like he's one of them guys where I don't think we're looking at his contract of 2 years. Like, that's a lot of money. He's such a plug-and-play potential guy. Like, if you did want to move him, teams would still be interested at that price range.
I
to
think
get
it's
the
more
second, third
so
player.
He scores so well without the basketball team. I think
It's more so what do
He
you
don't dribble.
you give up, I think, for him when you traded for him because he's not not a number one. I don't know
No,
if he's number
no.
2. So he's gonna be in that 2
It's like 2.5 to 3.
type of mix. So you're gonna have to try to keep your your top players.
You know who was, like, they was rumored to be looking at him that I was like, oh,
Spurs?
yes.
I like the Spurs fit a
yeah,
lot.
I was like,
saw that and I was
whoa.
like, that would be an interesting front court.
But you
him and
know,
Lauri, Vic and Lauri.
Danny Ainge would have faked ass for, like, Devin Vassell or something.
Yeah, that's been the problem.
Yeah.
Danny Ainge made some really good trades in his life, and now it's like it's either you give me the full thing or it's not happening at all.
Yeah, Danny Ainge definitely has a high price tag on players. Like Lauri, he wanted multiple first round picks and a young player probably.
Multiple young.
Are we getting old?
Yeah.
Gordon Hayward retired.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that when you had put it in the group chat. I was like, man, Gordon Hayward. I know it's been like I feel like he's been kind of a meme these last like couple years. It's been a minute, but like when he was, especially with Utah, man, I felt like he was a basketball player.
He was.
I wanna
Like
give it-
I love the threes that kind of identify as that two as well, like a Paul George or something like that. Just because like it showed a skill set, like he is a dude that the mid range, that shit was money.
He had the
pull
little
up.
move where he hop and turn around.
Yup, do the little pump fake. Like, he was such a fundamental basketball player that is like, you just appreciated what he could do.
It's kind of sad how his career just like the moment he left Utah, it just went downhill.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
he never ever got close to what he was in Utah just because of injuries. He literally could never stay healthy. Like he would have just like he broke a finger or something. Like he would just have all these weird injuries that would just have him out for extensive periods of time. And it's like his body can't hold up.
I remember where I was when he
But he
broke his ankle or whatever
yeah.
part of his body it
A
was.
first game.
Yeah, that's it. Literally
3 minutes
happened
in.
the first few minutes of the game. That's what's sad.
Yeah. The best thing about it is that he's got all the time in the world to play League of Legends. And I know that's what he's been wanting to do for years.
How many points y'all think he averaged over the course of his career?
14-9.
15.5.
18. No. I don't think it's that high. Because the later, I'll go 13.
15.2.
Yeah. Yeah. He scored 0 points in the postseason this year.
This is crazy, bro.
And he was probably like, yeah.
The since 2019, the most games he played in a year was 52.
Yeah.
52 with Boston, 44 with Charlotte, 49 with Charlotte, 50 with Charlotte, 51.
What's going on in Charlotte where everybody's injured all the time?
Right, everybody was going to jail, and now everybody gets injured.
It's like, which one would you prefer?
I
Injury?
damn near you go to jail.
I don't know. The thing
I
with
don't
the
want you to go to jail for what Miles Bridges did, but if you you had some weed in the car and now you got to serve a 3-game suspension, but you played 79 games though, versus you hurt. Let's see how many games.
Well, we know that's not where they was getting going to jail.
Well, James Bouknight was driving super fast
under the influence too. That's not cool.
Yeah.
LaMelo played 22 games last year.
Mm-hmm.
The year before that, 36.
Yep.
The year before that, 75.
Yeah, it's gonna be where he'd rather just take that week suspension.
Yes, I'm taking a week suspension.
I think he would probably take the week suspension if you could tell him he could be healthy.
Now, do I want him getting a DUI? No.
No.
Do I want him driving around with a gun? No. Do I want him having a domestic case? No.
What else is there? It's like murder.
No.
That's the only other thing. You
I
named
said,
every other
he got
crime.
a little weed in the car.
That's not illegal.
Because you're dead
It's
wrong.
2024.
In some states it is.
That's true.
Is Charlotte one of those states?
I don't know.
I know LaMelo be blowing it back. Stop.
Don't put that on his name and you don't know that.
I bet I could find it. I bet I could find it.
You gonna Google LaMelo Ball smoking?
LaMelo Ball weed.
It's
Literally, LaMelo Ball hitting the blunt is the first. It's a video of LaMelo Ball hitting.
Is
the
that
blunt.
when he was?
old-ass
Yeah,
video.
is that
Yeah,
the
But he's
young one?
smoking.
video.
He's smoking though. There's nothing wrong with smoking. It's a little
It
weed.
is.
That's once.
One of our co-hosts, the biggest pothead in the world.
It is,
In
but
the world's great.
It's
He up
definitely
there with
some
Snoop
NBA.
Dogg.
It's definitely some NBA players that be blowing them motherfucker back.
you saw a
God,
video of
no.
Bronny. You ain't talking about Bronny. He blowing it back.
He do 90% of. Who said it? Somebody said like majority of NBA fans.
We know him personally who said it. I don't want to put his name out there.
Okay, but they be
'Cause he-
smoking, and
they do,
that's
but-
fine. And it's not illegal anymore in the NBA.
It's not,
Smoke all
but
you want.
if you ain't on your Instagram or you ain't publicly smoking, then you don't want people to know.
Well, this is on his Snapchat or something.
He accidentally posted
That's
it.
how you know it's old when it's on Snapchat.
Yeah, yeah.
He hitting that motherfucker.
He said, what else could he go to jail for? What are some things you can go to jail for?
You better not be called shoplifting.
What type of wood
As
this
a,
is, Mike?
as a
That's-
max?
That's what.
What type of wood that is?
Who got called shoplifting?
Jello?
Jello.
No, in the NBA. My
Uh,
boy, they got Ryan Rollins.
Oh.
Did Ryan Rollins get called shoplifting?
From the Warriors?
He played for the Wizards now, I think. But yeah,
Somebody did get caught shoplifting. I do remember that being like such a peculiar case.
Somebody quoted this tweet. It is absolutely unacceptable. Talking about LaMelo hitting that blunt.
see, former Wizards guard Ryan Rollins charged with shoplifting from Target.
Oh, this is a joke.
That was
He
crazy.
needs to go back to LA where his family is so they can take care of him. The Lakers should trade Russell Westbrook for him immediately in order to save this young man.
That'd have been decent, wasn't it, Mike?
yeah.
Shoplifting from Target, he was hanging out with your head.
Oh man.
Hell no. Hell no. I know that shit's like embarrassing.
Yeah, to be an NBA player getting caught shoplifting.
And now we on here on the podcast talking about it in front of thousands of people.
The timeline of this. I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on this LaMelo smoking weed.
He
thing.
was hitting that motherfucker.
This was
too.
a day before their play-in game versus the Atlanta Hawks.
What I gotta see what he dropped that game, bro.
They won, right?
But
I
I
have
want to
no
see what he
idea.
did that game.
You funny for looking up the timeline.
That's
the
it's an article. It's an article. While we look that up,
How you know it's weed? It could be a black and mild.
It better
that's
not
10
be.
times worse. I'm sorry. Before
One
we,
of your best friends was smoking blacks.
yes, he was. We gonna take a break and hear from our sponsor.
Why should you bet with Caesars Sportsbook? 2 words, Caesars Rewards. Every bet brings you closer to the type of benefits only Caesars can offer. Hotel stays, VIP experiences, sports and concert tickets, and more. It's not just an app, it's an empire.
What did LaMelo drop in the infamous game? The answer is 26, 8, and 5.
Damn.
Go ahead, smoke your weed, bro. He was 4 for 14 from 3. That's one thing about Melo. Melo go get them shots
Yeah,
up,
he
bro.
gonna shoot them threes.
He gonna shoot, and every one of them gonna look different
You
coming
know
off
what's
his
funny
hand.
about this video? I'm sorry, Mello, that we really going in on you smoking. Cause this
It's not, but again, ain't nothing wrong with it.
it's not, but this some shit he just don't want people to be talking about, I'm sure. He's smoking that shit so cool too. Like you see
I'm
him?
finna
He
look
like
at it
this.
right
He
now.
like
My favorite thing, and least favorite thing about LaMelo is all those videos of him pulling out of the parking
Oh
lot.
yeah,
He be
he was so
partying.
damn aggressive.
mm-hmm.
Lil Baby actually got pulled over for that recently.
Really?
When he was driving, but he also had his windows tinted black, and like he couldn't see it. And the police officer pulled him over. Was like, you know, your window's too tinted. He was like, I'm a celebrity, bro.
Oh, he said, "Give me the ticket. Let me get out of here."
Yeah,
Before.
He said, let me get the ticket so I get out of here. I don't want nobody seeing my car.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just like,
I saw that video, but I didn't watch it.
If you're a rapper of his caliber and his substance, do you stay at home in Atlanta, or do you move somewhere else?
I think he does stay in Atlanta.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Would you move away? Let's say
No.
you're a drill rapper from Chicago. Do you stay living in Illinois?
I wouldn't stay.
I'm a drill rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell I gotta be a drill rapper?
I'm just saying a rapper that rap about
You're
stuff.
right. If I'm a drill rapper from Chicago, that means I probably have beef, so I'm probably leaving.
That's
Mhm.
always
Oh,
the way
yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
I
That's
don't know.
literally why Chief Keef left, and why he just had his first performance in years.
Yeah.
Like,
I just don't know who's a drill rapper from Chicago that don't got like some street beef. We can't
It just
think of
don't
it.
exist, right?
So
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm probably going to Miami.
yeah, I think Chance the Rapper. He's not a drill rapper, but he's probably the only one that probably doesn't have any street beef.
And just stayed. He stayed at
'Cause
home too.
he's-
Well, he did move
Yeah,
away
he's
for a
not
little
a drill
bit.
rapper. You said he moved away.
Yeah, but he's back. I be seeing a bunch of like random videos of him just driving around
Yeah,
with the drop top car.
Oh,
People just see him just cooling. To me,
I'm-
On the mic like it's
I seen the video here. I seen the video here. Pulled up to him. He's like, "We got an event coming."
oh
Like,
yeah, yeah. He was telling people to pop
Pull-
out.
yeah.
yeah. For the people. For the people. What we're gonna do now is build the 2018.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Because we know that guys like Bron probably won't be there. It's a possibility Kevin Durant won't be there. Steph Curry, these guys will be 39 and 43 years old, respectively.
So before this
Could be
episode,
commentator.
so before right,
Shout out
with
to
the-
Wade.
with Wade. So before the episode started, that's what I did. I went in the NBA and I sorted the league by age. The
Mhm.
oldest player in the NBA right now is Chris Paul, and then it's LeBron. Both are 39 years old.
Both still at the peak of their powers, which is crazy.
So-
One is not.
in 4
Bron.
he can
years.
still pass it though.
Right.
So I wrote down all the names on the roster, right? So I'm gonna just delete names that won't be here. So
Right.
Bron would be 43, so we take him off the list,
Yeah.
even though he still might be.
Give him a ring. We'll see.
He personally said he would not be at the next Olympics.
Okay, Curry is 36. So
I
in
assume
4 years he would be 40.
Curry and KD don't.
KD
I think
is-
KD will.
Let's
You
see.
think so?
he would be 39? I would assume.
39.
Yeah.
I'm wiping him off the list.
I think it's possible, but I
He
to play it
seems like
safe.
such a hoop head that he just loved it. Like I could see KD just playing.
But how
just-
good would he be at 39? He's not gonna be Bron good, I would
But
assume.
he's so damn good that like his skill set will always translate to something. He's still gonna get you 20 plus.
At,
If
30
he
at
get-
39, you
if
think he's
he-
gonna age to give me 20 plus
Yeah.
in the Olympics?
When would he ever retire then?
I mean, LeBron. You could say the same thing about LeBron.
LeBron
He's not
is
physically-
a one of one physical, like
Yeah, but like
He's-
KD still hasn't shown us any signs of aging.
he doesn't get
A
to
lot
the
of
rim
those
as much.
injuries made me feel like, oh, Kevin Durant getting a little older. He had a lot of knick-knack.
Let's play it safe. KD would not play,
Drew Holiday, I'm taking off the roster because he's
Yes.
34, so he
Yeah.
would be 38.
and he was supposed to retire last year.
But then they gave us that money. I think Darrick White is the name, who I think will still be on the roster.
You do?
He
Yeah.
could be.
I think it's possible. But I also don't know what a guy like him, what is he age like?
Mm-hmm.
True.
I'm trying to look
But I
up.
think his game type, which is why he's in PT now, is like he plays that.
He gonna fit the Drew
But
Holiday role.
The question is
Yeah.
there somebody else that is younger that can
Mhm.
replicate that and
Exactly.
be better? That's what we're
Yeah.
asking.
Do y'all think Joel Embiid is playing? No, we're gonna
No,
take
he's-
him off because he's not
'cause
playing for our team.
Yeah, he said that he probably won't be on Team USA. But I think there's a world he is though, because these other guys are out, and now he'll be like, oh, I'm like the best guy on the team.
He'll also be
Mhm.
34, and with
Oh, he's gone. Yeah, no.
with the way his body is held up.
Yeah.
I don't think Anthony Davis gonna be there next season.
Was he 29? Oh, he just turned 30, right?
I think, I think he might be older than 30. Double
No,
check.
I think he's like 29ish.
No way Joel Embiid is older than Anthony Davis, right? Anthony-
Yeah. Oh, he's 31.
31.
31.
So he'd be 35.
He'd be 35.
I think AD probably play one more.
I'm
How
gonna
is
take.
Anthony Davis 31 already?
I'm gonna take him off.
I told, bro. I was
Do
like,
y'all
I
think
he-
Anthony
he's
Davis
already
at
over
35
30.
is playing? It's the
I
same
don't
thing
think
with
so.
him.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I just don't think so.
How is he 31? Bro, I feel like he was
He's been in the
just
league
21.
for a minute, bro.
Golly.
So Bam is what? 27. He'd be 31. He
I-
could still play.
I think
Yeah,
Bam is still on the
Bam
roster.
must probably still be a lock.
So now, based off the guys that are on a team that would still be age-wise kind of decent, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see how old Darrick White is. I don't know how old
I would
Darrick White
say
is.
he's
28,
30.
30?
I would guess 30.
He's 30. So I'm going to take him off the list at 34 because it has to be somebody
That has blossomed and
that can do
Jalen
that role.
Suggs is
Yeah,
the new
exactly.
Darrick White or
Exactly.
something like that.
Reed Shepard.
Yeah, something like that.
So we have 5. We have
Yeah.
Bam Adebayo. We have Devin Booker, Tatum, Halliburton, Anthony Edwards.
Yep.
What I want to do is I want to see exactly how old everybody is. Halliburton would be 28 at this time.
Yep.
Anybody know how old Booker is? What, he going to be 30?
He might be 31 by that time. I'm on Basketball Reference right now. Right now, he is 27.
So he'll be 31, same age as Bam. Tatum,
was he 26 now?
Tatum is 26 right now, so he'll be 30.
and then Ant is 23.
Yep.
Mhm.
He'll be 27. Boom. So that's our 5. Now,
Just turned 23. Happy birthday, Anthony Edwards.
today?
5 days ago.
Okay.
But,
Oh, so he turned up in Paris. Yeah.
yes, he did.
Right, because wasn't he with
He was
Gunna
Gunna,
for his
he was
birthday?
Gunna,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now what we'll do is we'll reverse this and we'll just look at the young players in the league of today.
Let's add a guy like Paolo Banchero on the
I was
roster.
gonna say Paolo. I feel like 100% he gonna be there.
He played FIBA last year. Looked pretty solid.
Chad Holmgren.
Chet Holmgren is another guy I would add to that list.
Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey's a good get. I wonder if guys like
Because, like, also a guy like Jaden McDaniels. Like, could y'all say Jaden McDaniels making it?
I think
it depends on
No, because we have a J-Dub.
what level of talent are we going for? Are we going for a 2020 type of roster, or are we trying to put together the new Avengers?
The new Avengers.
Yeah.
Why won't a guy like Donovan Mitchell slide into the Olympic team? He'll be 31 years old at that time.
31.
Yeah.
So let's just throw out names right now, and then we're going to eliminate.
Okay.
Donovan
So
Mitchell's a good one.
We'll
to
put
throw out
Jaden
there. Yeah.
McDaniels.
Um,
I'll put J-Dub up here too.
a guy like Miles Turner.
How
Miles-
old is he going to be?
He might be 34 by that time.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got to think of young.
yeah, yeah.
young.
My dumb ass about to say Shake Gilgeous Alexander.
I'm going to put Evan Mobley
oh,
Mo-
that's
That's a
Please.
good one.
and Scotty Barnes.
Can we?
and Kate
Ooh,
Cunningham.
what about Ja?
Oh, Miles Turner will be 32.
He's only 28 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Not
put
bad.
Miles
Put him on
Turner.
the list.
Miles
Jalen
Turner.
Brunson's 27 right now.
Oh no, also Jaren Jackson.
I'll put those names down.
Yeah.
Put him back at the 5 again.
Put Cooper Flag on the list.
Cooper Flag.
Because the way they talk about, bro, he
I'm
might
gonna
be
put
starting at
I'm gonna put
20.
They
Desmond
say
Bain
he
too.
him.
Oh, I like that. I like Desmond Bain.
Tyrese Maxey.
Um,
I'm trying to
that's-
think.
do a
Trying to
guy
think
like De'Aaron Fox or Zion, would they be invited to the Olympic? I mean, obviously, really talented dudes, but Zion would be 27 at the time, and De'Aaron Fox would be 30.
We have to put their names down.
De'Aaron did cross my mind. It's a lot of like guards that I feel like.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like big.
Somebody, yeah, we gonna have some names that ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna put Keegan Murray too. He just feels like a USA guy.
What about Jalen Brunson? Did we put his name?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
put his name.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking for a second Brandon Ingram, but Steve Kerr don't like him enough to play him. If he didn't play in the last year's thing, he definitely not playing in the
No Rockets guys? Ain't it a Rocket? Like Amin Thompson. I'm gonna put him in Thompson. I'm gonna just put his name. I don't know if he gonna make it, but
Yeah, he probably not making that shit.
I think he gonna be a dog.
Same. Talk about bigs. Jared Allen's 26. I don't know if is Jared Allen.
I mean,
he
we
might
have-
spaz.
we
in
have
like,
Evan
I don't know why he
Jared.
just fit that mold of
He does. I'ma
he
put him
fit
down.
that
Or
mold of,
JaVale
like,
McGee.
Yeah.
No, that's disrespectful.
I mean, we already got 3 good bigs though. That's where.
But we just having a pool.
Yeah, we
this is
just
not a
having a
team.
pool.
Just having a pool. I think that could be it potentially, man. But we need like some of them dirt. Like those are all
Jalen
stars.
Suggs. Jalen
Jalen
Suggs.
Suggs is a dirty work player.
Come on, dirty work players.
Um,
I'm
Alex
putting Reed, I'm
Caruso.
putting Reed Shepard in this.
Alex
move.
Russo be
Caruso.
34.
I'm
He'll be
putting
34?
Reed
Oh.
Shepard down. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Herb Jones.
even when he 34,
Oh.
he gonna be busting his
Herb
ass.
Jones.
I promise.
Herb Jones could be a guy.
I'm putting LaMelo down. LaMelo Ball, he don't seem like
He's
a USA
the
guy.
antithesis of what a Team USA player should look like. Austin Reeves will be 30.
I'll put Austin Reeves down.
Good old American boy.
They had him on the team last year, right?
Yep. That might KCP will
Trae
be
Young?
35. Mm-mm. He didn't make
I
this
want to
one
say
or
Trae
the
Young
last one.
so bad, but I know we not
He
gonna
didn't
have him
make
on the
this
list.
one or the last one.
I think we need more dirty work players, y'all.
I see
But you
suggestions
also
from
gotta
the
We
check-
chat.
got Cade already.
Some of these guys had to buy into that role, similar to like Devin Booker.
Trey Murphy the
Like-
third is a roster filler.
Oh,
Brandon Miller is a good one. We need more dirty work.
That's
though.
what I'm looking for him.
like the dirty
Dante
work.
DiVincenzo will be 31.
Yeah, I said Caruso.
But
he'll be
sometimes a dirty
34.
work player could be a guy like a Devin Booker right now is a dirty work player.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Because I
adjusted
feel like
accordingly.
Scotty Barnes will be a dirty work player.
Yep, I can see
Is he
that.
on the list?
Yes. I got
Okay,
one.
yeah.
A dirty work player, I think Jabari Smith Jr. could evolve to that. I don't know if he deserves to be on this list, but I'm just thinking
I
about.
don't know if y'all want to put like Josh Hart.
How old is Josh Hart? He might be too old.
He might be 28
I think
right
he's
now.
I think he's already 28 or 29.
But
now.
32
I'll
is
put
still.
32
I'll
is
put
not
him
old.
down. I'll put him down.
All right, I think our pool is elite.
It's big.
Let's figure it out. From
Oh,
here.
we stupid. The first person on this list needs to be Jaylen Brown.
Oh, he not doing it.
You don't think so?
After what just happened, he called out Grant Hill. He called out Nike.
He should have.
Hey,
I don't know if they.
I went to
Trey
go
Young
see,
should call out Nike too.
I went to go see that Deadpool with Elena and like some of her family, so her brother was there.
You saw it a second time?
Huh?
You saw it a second time?
No, this was the time that I did go.
Oh, okay.
But
Is it
anyway,
gonna correlate to what we doing? Are we gonna do a story time in the middle of picking our team USA in 2028?
boys leaving out. His brother know. Obviously, we do basketball, or whatever. He said, "Hey, Mike, Jaylen Brown getting 50 this year because they left him off the Olympics." I'm like, bro, you tweaking.
I hope he do.
Casey Wallace can be a dirty work player potentially.
I
Just
like
na-
that
just
one.
naming guys.
He could.
Yeah.
He could definitely be a dirty work player.
Brandon Pajemski's gonna get 26
I thought
rebounds
about. I
per.
thought about AirPods.
How old
but
is
it's
Aaron
like-
Gordon?
28 right now or 29 right now.
Oh,
He's
he could-
28.
He could be that vet that come in. And
His
just play
birthday's
that
actually
dirty
in a
work
few days.
style.
Let's narrow down the pool we have, and if we have other suggestions, we'll throw them in.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
who are the absolute locks to make it?
I think
Again,
that first starting 5 is absolute lock.
the roster's 12, right? So the guys that are already there. Again, we already had the conversation about will Tatum even care to want to do it, even if he might be the best player on the team after what happened this year? I don't know. Let's put him on the roster though and say that he's promised a
Him
starting
and Steve
spot. or
Kerr had a
something.
phone call and they figured
The
it
first
out.
name that come to mind, I think Donovan Mitchell is probably a lock. I would
Yes.
say.
He's played Team USA, right? I definitely remember him being on the team eventually. Maybe it was a FIBA team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm just trying to take one more glance.
But no injuries. I definitely got to. I feel like he could have low-key made this year, but they got players. They obviously have like the dirty work players like a Drew Holiday, Darrick White. But he's definitely talented enough to make it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to take one more glance, fellas. Karl Anthony
Yeah.
Towns?
Dominican Republic.
Oh, duh. He was
Oh.
over there shooting them threes. He was killing. He was killing. I'm gonna put Jalen Johnson down.
He is yet to represent Team USA. Oh, that says Olympic game. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry.
That's not FIBA.
That's not FIBA. Yeah, no, he's played in the FIBA World Cup when they lost to France in the quarterfinal. That team had Darrick White, Harrison Barnes was on this team.
Oh, you know who would make this team instead of Jared Allen? Derek Lively.
Oh my goodness, Joe
Oh.
Harris was on this team.
Joe Harris was on the team, yeah.
Kemba Walker. What a roster, bro.
All right, so we got 12 spots, right? We got to figure out how many guards, forwards, and bigs do we want
Right.
before we even start selecting. And let's take we'll establish our 5 first. So in this 5, we already have a big and Bam.
Yep.
We have a big and so that's one big for Bam. Forwards we have Tatum, and we have that's it. Guards we already have 3. We have Halliburton, Ant, and Booker.
You can slide one of them to the
You
3.
can slide Book to the 3, honestly. Book could play the 3. And then Hallie. But honestly,
Why would I do that if they just all guards? Just all guards.
but I think Devin Booker is big enough and does a lot of things, as he's shown, at least defensively, that he could do a lot more than just be the 2 guard.
But he's still a guard. He's just playing 3, but he's still a guard though. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I
So why
know.
am I putting him as a 4? He's a guard.
I just don't think it messes you up that much by putting him at the 3.
It don't, but he's a guard. I don't know what we're saying.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like he's a
No, I think it's more so. Are you filling out the starting lineup, or are you just filling
No,
out the
I'm just
positions?
filling out the positions.
Okay,
Oh,
so he's got him
okay.
at guard.
My
yeah.
bad. I thought you was filling out the positions. My bad.
I am filling out the position.
Yeah.
He's a guard. I'm putting him in his position.
No, I'm saying I thought you were filling out the starting 5.
Oh no. We've picking out the team.
Okay.
So that's our 5. We got 3 guards, a forward, and a big,
My first vote to
It's
keep
Paolo.
somebody is Paolo Banchero.
which is a forward. Okay.
I think,
I
I
have
think in
si-
4 years he might be disgusting.
We got 6 players. He's discussing now.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
I think Jaren Jackson is a guy that I think,
Is that your first big?
yeah,
My first big would be Chet.
I think it would be Chet just because of his actual size.
yeah.
Jaren is great, but when they played FIBA, he struggled to get boards, and they felt like a small team. And if Bam is our 5, he's 6'9". Jaren is also 6'9". Not saying he can't make the roster,
Yeah.
but I think we should prioritize like a 7-footer.
Yeah,
and
give
like
me
a
Chet. Give me Chet for sure.
Because in 4 years, you could argue Chet might be better than
Yes,
Jaren.
yeah, he will.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I
6.
I forgot it.
We got 5 spots.
That's
left.
crazy.
We got 5 spots left.
Read us through the names again. Like, who else is an absolute
We haven't
lock?
put Donovan Mitchell on the team yet.
But if
Donovan-
we had, he's another guard right now, and he's a small guard too, where he can't really play any other position.
There's
He can't
only
scale
one or
up.
2. There's 1 or 2 for him.
So
Right,
Donovan Mitchell,
right.
like absolute lock names, right?
Mm-hmm.
Donovan Mitchell, J-Dub, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, Ja Morant, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson, Cooper Flagg,
It's a lot of guards. in
Tyrese
there.
Maxey, Zion, Fox, Keegan Murray, LaMelo. Those are the only lock names.
One guy that stands out to me is Scotty Barnes.
I
I
agree.
think Scotty Barnes is so tall, so he has the size to where he can.
I'm right.
He's not really getting in the way of playing a guard, even if you do. Like he can just guard so many different positions.
Yeah, we need a big wing.
I'll
I
put
mean,
him
we need
down.
a few more. I think we need a few big wings.
Watch Jabari Smith Jr. make the roster.
I wouldn't be.
Oh,
I wouldn't say
yeah.
that's crazy.
He's so damn versatile defensively too.
But
Yeah.
then you would just put Keegan Murray.
That's another one.
I don't know if Keegan he might not be the same defender that Jabari. ends
Yeah,
up
I would
being.
say. Yeah, that's what I was kind of leaning
That's
towards
true.
as well.
You got Evan Mobley still.
Yeah,
Um,
I was
I
thinking
would-
about
yeah.
Mob, but if we get Mobley, that means that's all the bigs.
That's
yeah,
all the
only
bigs.
need
Yeah,
three.
do you want
That's all the
Jaren
bigs.
Jackson or Evan
Right.
Mobley? Who you think is going to be better in 4 years?
Evan Mobley. I
Evan
also got
Mobley.
Derrick Lively up here. I'm not counting out Derrick Lively.
That's a good one too,
Oh,
especially if
yeah.
he
Oh my
he
goodness.
start hitting them 3. I at least like the fact that
Wait, he hit 1 3 in his career. We talking about if he start hitting them threes.
Hey,
And a big
you
game,
know,
too.
all you need is that one video of him in the summer
But
and
with
he
the-
hitting the
with
bunch.
the-
But wouldn't Evan Mobley just be him, but better?
No, I wasn't talking about. I'm talking about Derek Lively.
That's what I'm saying. But wouldn't Evan Mobley just be a better version of him?
Technically, yeah.
Run the center, and he also
Let's
already
start the
shoots
lead
threes?
names.
Yeah.
Let's start the lead names.
Okay.
Based off the roster, Jaden McDaniels ain't making it, D-Mills.
Yeah.
Um,
Even though he feels like a guy that should be just for the
Amen
defense.
Thompson ain't making it.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Unless he just
Josh Hart
Think
ain't
so.
making it.
sorry, Josh. He played last year.
Case
He
and
got
Wallace
enough.
ain't making it.
He
Too
not
many
making it.
guards. LaMelo's sitting it out.
Yep.
Um,
I think weed is illegal.
Charlotte
And
calling him up and saying you can't play.
Jared Allen
we need
ain't
you to
making
play
it.
for us first.
Jared Allen, yeah, he ain't making it.
Jared Allen not making it.
I don't think Miles Turner making it.
No, I don't think so either.
It's gonna be hard to even get Jalen Brunson in there.
I don't think
I
so.
think they'll be okay.
We saying Jaylen Brown gonna sit this one out, right?
Yeah. I hope they commend their relationship because he'd be a guy that would be a lock, though.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Austin Reeves, I'm sorry, bro.
Sorry, Austin.
Brandon Miller, not yet, Brody. You killed at the select team though.
Which make me think there's definitely.
I think there's a world where he could make it.
Because he could be another one of those wings as 6'6", 6'7".
They got Cooper.
Cooper is a guy.
But Cade
man.
Cunningham is on this list too. Cade
It's a
Cunningham he's a guard who can play wing. Like he was saying about Booker.
I'm sure he can. We just haven't seen it at all in his career.
On Team USA, he would be able to do it, KB. We're talking about with the best players in the world.
I just want to go off what we know.
I've seen Devin Booker do the things to a certain degree of what he's doing now. I've seen him do that already. I haven't really seen many flashes of Cade doing what Devin Booker's doing.
He just hasn't had the talent to even play off the ball.
What?
I'm just talking about Devin Booker guards the other team's best player. He doesn't
But that's
care
what I'm
about having
saying.
the ball.
Cade Cunningham don't have to guard the other team best player to play a forward position in a Team USA team. If Cade Cunningham is out there on the floor with Scotty Barnes, Jayson Tatum, and Chet, why does he have to guard?
They not hitting no threes.
Why does he have to guard the best player? He's just a 6'7" basketball player that I think y'all overthinking on, as far as him being able to play a wing position for 7 minutes of a USA game.
I'm sick about fit.
J-Dub is on here. Donovan Mitchell, Ja Morant, Cade Cunningham, Brunson. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I think
5,
we only got
6,
room for
7,
one
8.
more guard and then a bunch of wings.
We got 4 spots.
Yeah.
And
Who's the guard?
well, since we need J-Dub has to come then.
I think J-Dub has to be there for the wing aspect, right?
Yeah.
Because
I
right
feel
now we
like-
got Paolo, Scotty, and then we'd add J-Dub as 3 wings.
I think we get one more actual point guard. We have 2
I
guards
agree
that
with Mike.
kind of
We only have
Anthony
one.
Edwards.
We only have 1 point guard.
I'm good
So
with
it's
that.
gonna probably either be it's got to be either it could be Jalen Brunson. I would put my vote in for Ja.
It's Ja, Brunson, Maxey. Those are the 3.
Maxey might actually be
Fox
it
is
for,
on
with
here
the shooting
too.
too.
Fox is on here too.
They might like that shooting.
And Maxey's so damn good off the ball too.
You know what? My vote gonna be for Jalen Brunson. I think they gonna. I would think that Knicks will have a representative.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think how good is he in 4 years?
I think he's still where he at. He ain't he got an explosive game.
Yeah, I think I'm one thinking about that for Brunson. I'm thinking about for the other guys. How
Like a
much
Ja
better
Morant?
can Ja be, or how much better will Maxey be in 4 years? Right now, Jalen Brunson arguably is the best of the 3, but in 4 years from now, I think you can make an argument that
That's what I was saying for Cade Cunningham. When I just think about players from 4 years on this list as the young players, I think Cade Cunningham is gonna be a guy that you look at and is
well, since we need another guard, he can be added
Boom.
to this conversation.
Yeah.
He can be
Just because of his size.
and versatility.
Yeah. I think a lot of things you got to be versatile. You got to be able to do a lot of different things.
That's why I did feel you when you said you brought up kind of Jalen Brunson and Tyrese instead of Ja. Just because especially if just coming off the bench, I think you kind of need to fill more of the roles. Even if you are a star, you got to have that type of role. I just can imagine him just kind of off the ball or him doing some of the things that maybe a Tyrese Maxey would do or maybe a Jalen Brunson might do.
Okay.
I also feel
Russell
Westbrook.
he was a guy that you would think that when he played on Team USA, he did a good job of being an energy guy off the bench for them.
He did.
He was able to do a lot of different things with his athleticism.
I
We
mean,
only got 4 spots though.
I think Cade Cunningham can come.
With that being said, I'm putting back in for Ja.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, we don't have to. Let's stop with the guards for a second.
Okay.
Let's get our last big, which is Darrick Lively, Evan Mobley, Jaren Jackson. I mean, Cooper Flag is still up here if we're just projecting.
I'll go
Does he
Emo.
fit more of a wing-ish, 3-4, more than a 4-5?
He's going to try to be more of a wing. Yeah,
Okay.
My vote will go Emo.
I would probably go Emo.
I like that.
4
Yeah,
years from
Emo.
now.
Evan Mobley. Let's go.
You better not let us down, Evan. God damn it, I still got all the stock in the world.
So I'm going to take off Darrick Lively's name. I'm going to take off.
We got some thin-ass bigs.
We
though.
do. I'm going to take off Jaren Jackson. We do for sure. And I'm going to take off Evan Mobley.
Well, hopefully one of them just put on the Anthony Davis type of body in 4 years.
It's
We
going to
don't
be
have a-
Chet.
we
It's
also
not
don't-
going to be Chet.
It's going to be Chet.
We don't have that big that we can just get a ball to and say,
Chet going to get the Anthony Davis body, then he going to lose the jumper.
Right. Historically, though, they haven't really done that.
Yeah, I guess this year they
It's
have
just
Joel.
Joel,
So,
yeah.
I don't know, maybe Bam is that guy at that point?
I mean, you had David Robinson back in the
Oh, I
day.
wasn't thinking that far back. But yeah, we're talking 96. They had everything.
Well, yeah, they definitely had Tyson Chandler
Right.
and stuff. So, yeah, defensive.
The center position has always been kind of like a foreign position when they talk about some of the best in the world.
Fellas, what are we doing, Donovan Mitchell?
And it took David Robinson having to do the Joel Embiid thing.
I think he getting snubbed.
Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah. Just because I honestly feel just because of size, he just can't play many positions.
Now let me ask y'all this. So there's a name I have on this list. As far as talent, he's good, but he's not on a Ja Morant level or anything like that. But when you talk about fitting a
Reece
team,
Shepard.
Desmond Bain,
Oh,
being able to play without the basketball.
I just feel like we got too many twos. Right? Who do we have?
We had Anthony
We have Book
Edwards,
and
D
Ant, right?
Book and
Yeah.
Ant.
I think that if we're needing one more guard spot, I think it should be a ball handler, a primary ball handler.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Because
7, 8, 9. We got 3 spots. So I say, yeah, we would get a primary ball handler, and I think the last 2 are just versatile pieces that can play.
Because at the end of the day, last two's probably not going to play unless some injuries
So
strike.
actually, that's where we can put Cooper Flag. He's one of those last dudes that's just there for the
He's our
experience.
Christian Laettner.
So now we have 2 spots.
And we're looking for
primary ball handler.
a ball handler in the wing, I would say.
and have we taken Ja?
No, we still haven't. We have 4 guards.
I haven't written down Cade Cunningham either.
Oh,
So the conversations right now is with Ja, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, and Cade
Cunningham, yeah.
on who deserves that last spot for the guard.
I'm going to cast my vote.
I'm going
4.
Jalen Brunson.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Uh,
6, 7.
Part of me wants Ja
8,
too.
9, 10.
Like,
So we got 2 spots. My votes for these last 2 spots would be Jalen Brunson and Cade Cunningham.
It's crazy. I want like all 3 of them.
Who else is available? Outside, what wings are available?
I mean, I've written down Jalen Johnson, Herb Jones, Keegan Murray, Zion, J-Dub.
Give me John Zion. Let's just go have some fun.
Ja and Zion.
Yep. Give me
I
the
like it.
Carolina boys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you turned me back up with Ja once you said just that, and when you reminded me about Russell and the energy off the bench, because he out jumping basically everybody that's gonna be in that gym, assuming he's still all healthy.
I feel like defensively, our team is going to be really
It's
a
gonna be easy to
struggle on
pick
that.
apart.
On that, not easy to pick apart, but you compare it to some.
We
of the
got to
other
take that in
teams.
consideration too. We should take that in consideration because
That's kind of why I wanted a guy like a Jaden McDaniels.
we have
He preaching for Jaden. I respect it.
we have
He riding
Halliburton.
for him.
Projected starting lineup is Halliburton,
Is Halliburton or Brunson?
one of those 2 guards.
So Brunson is on this team.
I went for Ja.
He
Personally,
just threw Brunson.
yeah.
in there.
But
Oh.
regardless, one of those
I'm going
guards
for Brunson too.
are not the greatest defensively. We
Yes.
got Booker, who again at this point Booker might have
He's the
to
number 1 option.
be one of the top guys.
Him
again.
and Ant.
Him and
him and
Ant,
Ant.
yeah.
But you also have Tatum defensively.
I forgot Tatum's
You
on the
also
team.
have
Tatum's
Paulo
starting there.
Banchero. You
And
also
then
have Scotty
Bam
Barnes,
slash
Bam, Chet.
Chet slash. So
Evan
defensively,
Mobley.
we'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Paulo's not starting 4 years from now?
He is start to me. He started. He's my starter. He's my 4. Who is the
It's-
starting 4?
I thought it was Tatum.
He's a 3.
He could be the 3.
Yeah, they are interchangeable.
So I thought the lineup was going to be Hallie, Ant, Book,
Why
the
did you think
4,
that?
and then Bam at the 5.
Why did you think that?
I don't think that's too far off though.
Yeah.
I'm going off who's going to be the best players. I think Paulo Banchero is going to be.
So are you taking? So is Ant now the 1?
Bro, we just saw Kevin Durant come off the bench. If Booker and Ant got to come off the bench, they're going to be okay. If Kevin Durant came off the bench,
But
dudes
that
would
was
be okay.
injury reason.
Melo came off the bench.
That was also because they had a stacked ass team.
Every USA team is going to be
But this
stacked,
team
Derrick.
ain't stacked enough to where Anthony Edwards and Devin Booker need to come off the bench.
But then it's going to be Paulo.
I don't care who it is.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody's coming off the bench. What is
But I think that Anthony Edwards could be like a top 5 player in the league. In
I
4
think
years
Paulo
from now.
Banchero could be a top 5
He
player in
could.
4 years.
He
His
could.
ass ain't coming up. I don't know.
His ass ain't what?
That shit crazy.
Paulo
stopped
ain't
him-
what?
He stopped himself, bro.
Name me another player who has had a sophomore
No,
campaign like
no.
a rookie to sophomore campaign like him.
I'm vouching for Paulo.
No, you're not.
Yes,
You're saying why the hell he's starting?
No, I was saying why the hell is he coming off the bench?
Because you are telling me that the lineup was going to be Halliburton,
Booker.
Ant, Booker, Tatum, and Bam. That's why he's coming off the bench. You're not saying what I'm saying.
I was trying to figure out how we getting Paulo in the lineup.
Is
but-
that what y'all took from him?
That's not what I took.
That's
from him,
not what I took it either.
But
I think
that's
maybe,
what he's saying.
Maybe Halliburton has to come off the bench. We
mean,
put Ant at the 1.
No, we need a true guard.
We do need a guard.
We need a guard.
We do need a guard.
Those guys are combos. I don't trust Anthony Edwards being my fucking point guard.
And if Anthony Edwards,
His assist to turnover ratio is 1.
If Anthony Edwards and Devin Booker are our 2 guards who are going to defend, they might not be able to play together. We're going to put all of our defense on the perimeter out at once. And then now we got Ant, Book, Tatum, and Paolo. And then now when the bench come in, it's fucking Tyrese Halliburton and the Cooper Flag. And, like, come on, man. And I'm not saying maybe
Well,
Cooper
Steve
Flag.
Kerr will figure out who to bench. And
So
that'll
what do
be it.
you want the lineup to be? Because you just confused me. Because I was vouching for Paolo, and you said, wait, I thought the lineup was going to be Halliburton,
You right.
Ant, Book, Tatum, and Bam. That don't
Yeah.
sound like nobody vouching for Paolo Banchero.
I was more so confused that he wasn't in the lineup, but I do see why he's not in the lineup.
I didn't make a lineup.
We were making a starting 5 though.
We were making it, but we didn't solidify it. So I'm
Yeah.
asking you, what would you want your 5 to be?
I would probably go one of the facilitating guards with his Hallie, Brunson, whatever.
Yeah.
Ant, Book.
So you
Depends on-
don't want Tatum. I mean, you don't want Paolo to start because you keep going
It's probably
Ant, Book.
depends on who's playing better at the time between Paolo and probably Paolo's better than Tatum at this point 4 years from now. I'm gonna probably go Paolo and Bam.
Okay.
it's possible. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody really knows, right? We don't
Yeah, I
know.
think 4 years now, Paolo's probably better than Tatum.
My lineup is going to be Halliburton, Anthony Edwards, Jayson Tatum, Paolo Banchero, and Bam.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Devin Booker is going to figure it out.
You see what he said this
Booker,
year?
Devin Booker also starting on this team. So maybe Ant is
Yeah.
the one that Ant coming off the bench right now. Maybe but again,
I think if we're gonna start Bam, we need both of our wings to be bigger wings because he's 6'9".
I think Devin Booker would be perfectly fine with
Serbia.
coming out. Like how he just said this year that I'll do it. Like I think he's fine with adjusting to what the team needs.
But I also think that's just because he sees the talent on the team. When he looks at that team, he's like, no.
because you're thinking.
But
of the
you're also
players
looking
now.
at the team now.
Yeah,
You're not
you
thinking
have to
about
think
5
4
years
years
or
from now.
4 years from now.
Okay.
I think there's a word Joel Embiid is still on this roster, bro, and then that changes things dramatically too. Sorry,
No, it don't.
Sorry,
Well, Bam
Emo.
just goes to the
No,
bench.
Cooper Flag, watch out. I just went with Cooper Flag as y'all said. Cooper Flag wouldn't be on my roster right now.
No, I wouldn't vote for him. I haven't seen him enough, other than the select games where he looked
Yeah.
really good. That's all.
Yeah.
I just figured there's always a young guy. Like right now, it's
Our
Hallie.
young guy would have been Reed Shepard. I ain't gonna lie, because I feel like Reed Shepard gonna guard. But I ain't seen it in the NBA, so
He's also just we already stacked with guards. So hard to find them. All right, give us the final lineup. Oh, not the lineup, but the final roster. And then Steve Kerr, you got 4 years to figure out your rotations.
Or who you not gonna play?
Yeah, somebody's getting pissed off at you. Last year was Brandon Ingram. This year, Tatum. And in 4 years, it's gonna be blank.
We still missing one more. Let me see who I want to
Wasn't Brandon Ingram not playing well though?
Yeah, he was ass.
Yeah.
But Tatum wasn't playing well either.
Tatum wasn't playing.
So here's our roster. Tyrese Halliburton,
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Brunson,
Ouch.
Devin Booker, Ant, Cade Cunningham. Jason
Did anybody
Tatum.
vote Cade other than P?
Y'all didn't say nothing. We just needed one more player so I can put him.
No.
Once I put Brunson,
He
I'm
was
like,
the only
damn.
person that said Cade, but
Once I
we've
put-
been letting it go.
Once
We've
I
been
put
letting it
Brunson,
go.
I'm like, damn, I can't put Ja. So it's like,
Hey, I'll put Jaden McDaniels on the page.
what?
Just for fit purposes.
What?
For fit purposes, I'm with Darrick.
What?
I'm with Darrick for fit purposes.
Y'all, man. Hey,
I'm not talking pure
whatever
talent.
y'all
I'm
is
not
smoking,
talking pure talent.
give me a pound
just
of it. I will
saying,
push it today, and
for
I
fit
will
purposes.
stop
Give me
podcasting.
Jaden McDaniels because I know if it's a blower, he gonna windmill it at the end. He don't care.
Whatever y'all is smoking or sniffing, give me 5 pounds, and I'm gonna push it and make $1 million and retire from all of this shit.
But we're not saying that Cade is not good or won't be great. We're just saying the team could use another real wing.
That ain't gonna care about how. Yeah, he just gonna
That's
do all
fine,
the other
but y'all
things.
going to Jalen. We still got J-Dub out here.
I thought he was on the team already.
No.
Oh, the J-Dub. I thought he was on the roster already.
I thought we picked him.
No, you did. No, you did.
Yes,
you just going.
I
you just
swear I
said-
thought that he was on
I
the
voted
No,
for
you
J-Dub
did.
earlier.
No, you just going off of KBC.
If
No.
J-Dub is there, it's J-Dub.
I
You
voted for
just on the
J-Dub
J-Dub.
earlier. I literally voted for J-Dub earlier.
I named the roster several times.
I literally voted for
When we
J-Dub
was at
earlier.
9 players and 10 players, I was naming the roster
I
consistently.
had said earlier, let's take J-Dub for the wing
consistently,
position.
consistently. That ain't voting for him. We was going off the names. You said let's take.
If I say let's take
The way your eyes shifting back and forth is crazy.
if I say let's take J-Dub for the wing position, is that not a vote?
That's a vote.
but nobody else voted for him.
I'm voting for J-Dub over everybody. I thought he was on the team.
He said Zion. Zion ain't on the roster because he said Zion.
Yeah, fuck Zion.
I said Cade.
I thought J-Dub was already there.
I
J-Dub,
did
they
too.
clipping there too, right?
I really don't care. J-Dub is my vote. I thought he was already on the roster.
Talking about some
Get
damn
Cooper Flag ass out of there.
Jaden McDaniels.
J-Dub.
Yeah, we take a Cooper Flag off this roster too.
Give us Zion and J-Dub. Sorry, Coop.
Zion not playing. I'm not putting him on there.
Yeah, I
Coop,
keep
you
wondering
gotta
how
play
Zion
Ventiva.
ain't keep just
So
throwing
we
it.
got 1, 2,
I want to see some lobs.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Ja Morant.
We got one more spot.
Ja lob to Zion going crazy. in
It's
the
not
Olympics.
happening because they're going to say he ain't ready to play. So we got one more spot.
Hey,
And now I don't know who's on the team and who's not.
Okay. Tyrese Halliburton,
Okay.
Jalen Brunson,
Yep.
Devin Booker,
Okay.
Anthony Edwards,
Mhm.
Jayson Tatum, Paolo Banchero, Scotty Barnes, J-Dub, Bam, Chet, Evan Mobley. We need one more name. And the list of names that we have up here: Donovan Mitchell, Ja Morant, Cade Cunningham, Desmond Bane, Tyrese Maxey, Zion, De'Aaron Fox, Keegan Murray, Jalen Suggs, Reed Shepard, Herb Jones, Jalen Johnson.
Desmond Bane would be my vote.
Who's your vote?
it was more
We're
so
not
like
doing
it was
Jaden
more so like
McDaniels. What's your vote?
it was Herb Jones or Jaden McDaniels, but
We're not doing Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels. I love you, brother. Because he's saying your name so much, we're not putting him on the roster.
Now I want to go Jaden McDaniels.
And Jalen Johnson also.
I don't be mad at Jalen Johnson either.
I would. Over those dudes, I would be mad at it.
That's what I'm saying. That's
I would
my
go
whole thing with
Desmond
Jaden
Bane
McDaniels.
over-
I like Jalen Johnson.
I would go Desmond Bane over that.
Now he's saying Desmond because KB said, so now me and you got to come up with the same.
Well, I was voting for Ja, but we already got a backup point guard now.
Yeah,
or
so
we
we
already
got
got two
guards.
main ball
It is
handlers,
a lot of
so.
guards.
Yeah, Desmond Bane got negative wingspan too, so he can only play the two. Can't size him up like Anthony Edwards.
I might be with D Mills with the Herb Jones. He seems like a Team USA guy. You need just this random. Every team got this random guy with like, damn. What? Jaden McDaniels?
What the he was the random glue guy,
Yeah.
Jaden McDaniels.
I like
but
Jaden
you just
McDaniels.
say
He's
you're
less-
vouching for Herb Jones.
Because he's more of a glue guy than Jaden McDaniels. Herb Jones is way more of a glue guy than
Wait,
Jaden
what's the
McDaniels.
definition of glue guy?
Doing a little bit of everything. Herb Jones can hit some threes here and there. He can rebound. He can play make better, and he can defend.
Only
just
thing I
as
think
well.
he might have on him is the playmaking a little bit, but that's really it. Jaden McDaniels does all those other things very well too.
Not like Herb Jones, in my opinion. I think Jaden McDaniels is a great defender. But I think everything else is not like that.
Okay.
I think Jaden better, honestly.
He's only 23. Herb Jones is what, 25, 26?
25. Herb Jones gave you 11, 4, and 3 this year.
Jaden McDaniels will get you 10.
10, 3, and 1.5. Lower usage rate by a good margin.
And it's probably going to continue to be that way because he's not like a glue guy. He's a really good defensive wing who you want to see score more, if we're being honest.
Well, he also played with Anthony Edwards.
He plays with Zion, C.J. McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Trey Murphy III.
Sometimes he plays with Zion.
Like, what are we talking about?
None of those dudes are Anthony Edwards and Cat, though.
All right.
Jaden McDaniels last year was 52% from the field, 40% from three, 12 points per game. And then this year, he was down at his three-point percentage to 33%. And the year before that, he was 31%. So the question is he a shooter or is he not?
You know,
Which version of him do we believe in?
And this year, Herb Jones shot 42% from 3 on 4 attempts.
And what was last year?
21%. I'm just joking. It was
mid-30s or low
34.
30s?
He was
Okay.
34. Well, 33.7, 33.5, which is 34.
We'll round up for him, yeah.
And then 42 this year.
So, the question is,
42 on higher volume than ever. He's shooting more and more threes each year.
who is the real shooter?
And he shot 50% this year.
I would put my money on Herb Jones
As the real shooter?
as more of a shooter than Jaden McDaniels.
He a lefty, so I like him more.
Herb
Jaden
Jones-
McDaniels just got that streakiness like type shooting. Like he'll hit a few and you'll be like, okay. Then the next game he's got 0.
Oh, I see what's telling me who's a shooter.
Who?
The free throws. 72% for Jaden McDaniels. What, 87% for Herb Jones? Yeah. And Herb Jones shoot more free throws than Jaden McDaniels. How is that happening? Herb Jones is Herb Jones is more of a glue guy, like I fucking said.
We can go Herb, but Jaden, I fall for you.
Who averaged
heavy for him?
Who averaged more steals?
Is that who we equate to defense?
I'm just asking.
I'm saying Herb did.
They average the exact same.
Oh,
That's
did they really?
insane.
Because I feel like
1.4 and 1.4.
Oh,
I was gonna say I feel like Jaden McDaniels is not a steals guy. He's just an overall defense guy.
Yeah, they both average 1 point. Oh no, I'm sorry. Herb Jones. I'm looking at his assists. Yeah, Jaden McDaniels 0.9.
Yeah, he's not really a steals guy. He's just a great defensive guy. He's not even a block guy, really.
No, Herb Jones averaged more blocks too.
Yeah. Herb Jones is a turnover magnet, but they don't. One of them made all defensive first team, right? Both of them didn't make it this year.
Nah. Stop playing with Herb Jones.
I was about to
man.
say, what the hell? That was 6 seconds of just quietness.
I didn't know what the hell he's about to get going on.
I thought you had something to follow up with.
As I was sipping my water, you thought I was gonna talk through it?
Oh,
He be waiting on what you to do. You his
that's
signal.
cap.
You his boss. You his dad.
I'm waiting for that unplugged.
He talking about some.
Damn, you said
He
forget the part of
He
the
talking about some. I voted for J-Dub too. You was over here saying Jaden McDaniels was nonstop. No, I'm just fucking with you, man. You my brother. Stop.
You let us know in the comment section.
I'll just no.
you do.
No. I gotta stop doing that because you gonna think I'm stuck.
You good?
Man, give me 5, man.
I'm gonna lick my palm.
Hey, give me. I'ma still say give me 5. I know.
That look here, that shit. I'm gonna lick my palm.
The difference is I know what your mouth been on a lot of food.
I used to do that when I was at lunch. I used to be like, I just lick my cookie, or I'll lick this, because motherfuckers always used to ask for
Oh,
something
we
at
used to
lunch.
cough on it.
Yeah, that big cookie. I'm gonna cough on it.
No cops.
It didn't stop nobody.
You
No,
ready for Unplugged?
There was a
I would never
Hell
eat
yeah.
a cookie someone just licked.
Shit.
KB, you calling his bluff?
I definitely am.
No.
What
Except for
about
maybe
if-
my girl.
It went from I would never to accept.
I was in your stream yesterday for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I just loaded in to see what you was up to. You was getting ready for a bowl game. You're like, let's go, bowl game. Well, I'm gonna have to wait because my food about to be delivered in 2 minutes.
What you get ordered?
Shake Shack.
How was it? Shake
Amazing.
Shack does not travel well.
It traveled very good.
Oh,
it
it
was really
did?
good, yeah.
And that's kind of far
It's
for travel
so
too.
far.
The
That had
burger
to
was
be
still
30
hot. The
30
burger was
minutes?
still hot.
You further than me.
Those chicken bites, they were still hot. So
I don't believe you.
it was good. I promise.
It could be good, but you saying hot?
They weren't cold, but
Okay.
it was like in that good, enjoyable.
Because you live
warm.
further than me, and I
Yeah.
don't ever get them Uber Eat it because I know. them
I was just
mugs-
mad because I ordered cheese fries and there was no cheese on them. That was the only thing that pissed me off.
Hey, I don't know why, but the cheese they use is A1.
It's very good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's A1.
I like their cheese a lot.
Yeah, me too. It's A1 for the cheese fries. I don't know what it is, but they be doing their thing. So what was you playing? Road to Glory?
Yeah, I was playing Road to
What year
Glory.
you in?
I just now entered my 3rd year.
Dang, I didn't know you was playing that much.
I haven't got that. I think the farthest I got is one of my QBs, because he didn't play. He's like, he got redshirted. I'm on year 2.
Yeah.
What did
like
you
4
make?
games in.
You ain't make elite.
No, he wasn't. He was the one, the blue chip one. I'm pretty
what
sure.
did you make?
I think I made elite.
I think I might make like a not the lowest. What's the second to last?
I forget what it
Contributor or
is.
something.
It might be, yeah.
I might make a contributor quarterback
I was
scrambler
low key blue
just to
'cause
see what I can do.
I decided I entered the portal. I looked at all the teams.
You
and I
like, let me
decide-
go back.
Yeah, I was like, let me go back. My team regressed. They don't tell you that your team is about to regress. My team got worse.
Well, they probably just didn't have a good recruiting class. or
Yeah, they
whatever.
don't know if it's gonna regress because the
Oh.
recruiting and the transfer portal. So it's
Yeah.
hard to tell.
Mhm.
And I was like, bro, now I'm playing. My O-line sometimes be weak as fuck. And I'm like, bro, y'all was decent last year.
But I was playing that running back. I made one. That shit is. Somebody said in my chat, and if I felt that way, they was like, it's too easy to have fun playing that running back.
It's so easy to have. That's why it's the best.
My QB yesterday
You
threw
can go catch passes.
My QB yesterday threw 6 interceptions. 2 of them were pick sixes.
Yeah. I felt like that too.
I had took a picture of it.
Bro, 'cause they
I
be
made a
th-
wide receiver yesterday. He be going. I went to UNC. He be going crazy.
I made a corner the other day.
A
A
corner
corner?
get boring.
Bro, no, corner is fun to me.
It get boring when they ain't throwing it to your side, bro.
Yeah, I feel like that's such
How
a
many
weird.
interceptions you
You
get?
gotta
I think
be
I'm-
weak on purpose so they
I
throw
think,
your way.
those-
yeah, I think
you-
I'm like 3 or 4 games in. I think I had like 4 or 5 picks on the season so far.
Okay, what you play on?
This was
Varsity?
the All-American.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
But-
gonna start playing All-American too.
I definitely didn't gave up like 5 or 6 like touchdowns though.
It's like defense be hard for me. Yeah, you gonna get burnt. Defense
be
be
getting
hard
burnt.
for me, but offense I be going crazy. Cause I just recruit speed. It's so hard for them to keep up with that with them. I haven't had a 99 speed yet, but them 97s, they can't keep up with them.
Mhm.
But I do want to say to everybody watching, we are going to be starting the online college football dynasty. If you want to be a part of it, you need to make sure that you're in my Discord. To be in my Discord, you have to make it to one of my streams, and then that's how you get the code. We already got some spots taken, so it ain't like it's 32 spots open for y'all. And it's gonna be very strict league. So again, if you want to be in it, make sure you got the time, make sure you understand the rules, because it's gonna be very strict.
Hey,
We already got like 10 plus spots taken.
I'm looking at this first completion from Caleb Williams.
Anthony, I hope you're hearing it too. Or not Anthony.
We got one.
We
We got one of them ones.
We got one of them ones, bro. I might
Wait.
cry.
I might.
Tell me, what did you just say?
I saw the first completion of Caleb Williams,
Oh,
and we got one. Look, I'll just show you. You
It
can
was a
just-
dot.
dot. Third and 12. The
I'm
littlest
mad y'all
window.
saying that like y'all ain't know that.
I didn't. I couldn't tell you a
When's the
single thing
first
about,
home
bro.
game?
Oh, for real?
Couldn't
You
tell
ain't
you
see
anything.
you never seen a snap before
Because
this?
you know we throwing a kickback at my place for the first home game.
Oh, I'm here for that.
Oh, I was thinking about going to. The
You
first
got enough
home
room
game.
for 4 people?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the DJ
You
Moore.
was
too?
about to go to the game?
I was gonna consider, yeah, because the weather usually nice for the first game.
Oh,
You
yeah.
better. Well, you ain't got no
That's not a
tickets
bad
yet?
idea.
I'll be there.
If you gonna
No.
go, you better, boy. You better load up that app.
For real, you tripping.
One of the apps.
He trying to get it like Kyron.
We
Wait
went
for the last
we
day for
did that
deal.
last year, right? And we lost.
Yeah, we did.
We should do our fantasy draft here. We should tell
Here
everybody.
again?
They
like-
just don't have windows, and that bothers me. I feel like I can only be in here in 2-hour shifts.
Well, the other room got the windows.
To the hallway.
Yeah, I'm not against that though. I'm not against having it here. It's way more
We
space
got the
than my
conference
place.
room.
Oh shit, we do got the conference room.
And we can go for a workout.
Oh, the
after.
conference room might be the place to do it. Rent
Yeah.
out the
Could
conference
rent,
room.
yeah, we could rent. out the
Let's do
conference
that.
room.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I remember when we got that tour. We was like, oh yeah.
You know who
I
to
think we
contact
said
for
this
that?
is where we're gonna have our
Yeah.
draft set.
You know who to contact for that?
yeah, the,
Okay.
the builder.
The build.
The builder. Knock on the wall, and they got it.
Yeah,
we
I'm
should do it.
I'm sure this. I'm sure of this. The Caleb Williams though. I'm sure. Now is year one he gonna be an MVP?
Yeah, I put money
I'm
on
not
it
here to say
already.
that, but
I put money on him and
I got
Modest Buzelis.
way more. Whoa.
So Chicago back on the map, baby.
Just give me money. You just give it
Chicago
away
back
at
on
that
the
point.
map.
I put a smooth 100 on both bets.
I like this team though. You know what I was gonna talk about for the unplugged though? I have the last 2 times specifically is the most fun I've had golfing.
Oh man,
The last
You
2
missing out on
times
some
have been
great
so
team
Can
building.
I hear the
Damn.
sandwich story?
Oh,
oh
man.
yeah.
Is it a sandwich or a sandwich?
Let's
Sandwich.
Let's see how your perspective is of you telling the story.
So
We're on
Here's
hole-
how it
we're on
all
hole
started.
6.
me and KB sitting in the, what is it called? The cart. We talking about what we want for dinner.
Yep.
I'm like, hey, bro, I recently had a turkey sub from Potbelly that was amazing because I've never just gotten just straight turkey. And I was like, that shit was good. Like, it was a hit. And so he like, oh, yeah, that do sound decent. And so we talking about sandwiches. Coincidentally, we get out, we on the greens. A man from the other fairway come over and say, hey, anybody saw a sandwich? My mind is still on sandwich. So I go, sandwich? And he like, no, sandwich.
No, before he said that, we said Sam. We looked at your head like he said Sam.
It was what like the story don't do it justice, Mike.
It
It was
doesn't.
one of the moments. It was like, what the, what we're on hole 6. Why would this man walk up to you asking about
He
a
like running
sandwich?
looking for us, and he like, y'all see a sandwich? Darrick said, sandwich? And all me, Terrence, and KB just kind of turned and just like, Like what? If you just take 5 seconds to just process,
Not even 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even take 5
Right,
seconds.
I'm on a
2
golf
seconds.
course.
1 second.
like
And what was crazy, it was right there by us, but nobody seen it.
Yeah, we didn't
Nah.
see it. Because sometimes them clubs get lost
Yeah,
in the
somehow
rough,
they
for
literally
sure.
sit in the grass perfectly.
that's how he left it in the first place.
Yeah.
'Cause he
Yeah.
probably just.
I've left some shit too before. Just not
That's probably
thinking.
where my 8-iron went when you was like, "Where's your 8-iron at, Derrick?" And I was like, "I don't think I have."
Yeah, because you was finna leave something, and I'm like, don't forget
Yeah.
that, my boy.
Yeah, the golf outing was my best outing by far. Wasn't even close.
I was laughing.
I shot a 54,
I was
which
laughing.
means something to some people.
I seen you ask John in the chat. He's like, "How far you be in your driver?" And he said some number, and he was like, "Oh, you weak as hell like us too."
Yeah, he said like 230 depending on the situation. Bro, I had a drive that was 280.
Well, I had the one.
Darrick had one that was maybe, no
300.
joke, maybe 300. There's no way to really
And it was like on
calculate
the
it for
last
him.
hole too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I calculate because I wear my watch and it keeps
Yeah.
track of all my swings and it'll tell you that whatever. For Darrick, we don't have that, but we know where it landed,
Yeah.
and it was right off the green to the
But like
to the
we
left
couldn't
a little
find
bit.
it at first because like it was dark, and Terrence like it went left, but it might still be in play. And like literally, I just took a drop,
Mhm.
and then later on,
You could.
I'm like, wait,
He probably carried it like 270 and it bounced to maybe like 300.
We need.
That's impressive because
It's crazy.
I hit that thing like
7.
10. Yeah.
You
I'll
gotta,
try to
you
round
gotta
up
get
to
you
10.
some balls that you can track. You be having a hard time finding your ball, and then you always.
Well, I think he forgets.
he be looking for like.
because usually I go first, so like I know. I
It be
just be
times
forgetting
where I
where it
drive
land.
past KB be like, Derek still looking for that ball. I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
bro. Like, boy, your ass might as well drop.
I do be forgetting where it's at.
Yeah. I just look at like
I be knowing the vicinity sometimes, but like I can't really tell where it landed. And then sometimes
it rolls
yesterday,
a little bit.
that day we went, that shit was rolling, bro,
Mhm.
and
It was.
bouncing, and like so it's hard to even figure out where it didn't went.
That's why I only buy them bright balls now. I feel like that used to happen to me a lot when I had the white balls, but
Yeah.
them bright highlighter ball, I find those are so much faster.
I feel like I find them on the ground easier, but when they're in the air, I feel like they're harder to see than the white balls.
I can see
The white
that.
balls are very easy to. They've become easier for me to track in the air.
I heard some cool thing yesterday. I think I told you my cousin and my sister was over. They was watching Mr. Beast. And he was showing all these houses.
Uh-oh.
And they had like one of the houses like $1 million mansion, whatever. It had like a golf thing on it. But the golf balls are made out of fish food, so when you hit them into the pond, the fish can eat it. So I was like, that's a dope idea right there.
Yeah, we hit a lot of.
kind of.
You
Are
don't
you
think
trying
that's,
to get? Are you trying to get better? That ball is not going to be the same density of a real golf ball.
Yeah,
it's all for fun, man.
I think I lost balls.
I'm
I don't
in
think
the
I hit
business of
any in the
getting better.
water yesterday.
What
I
happened?
think they all just went in the damn woods.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of water on this course. I
Yeah,
it was only
straight
3
woods.
Yeah,
holes,
it was
yeah.
only one.
And then the water,
one
we hit
little
right
pond,
over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, it was a good time, Mike. Irons were pure as fuck, bro. I was swinging that. I swung a 5-iron like 190
Mhm.
on hole
Oh yeah,
8.
that was good.
Oh man, it felt so beautiful. Nothing
You had
better.
a few hits yesterday where it was like that bitch plopped perfectly on the green,
Yeah,
and I'm like, damn, okay. Them lessons paying off.
finally. Took a little bit.
Hey, take time.
Does take
Perfection
time.
take time, man.
Yeah, and I'm very far from perfect.
One day you gon'
Like
you
I
know?
said, I shot a 54, which is like really not shit. But for
Mm-hmm.
us, that's like
one day you gonna get in a competition.
I do want to play like an actual tourney one day, but not obviously. Because like they have tournaments depending on your handicap. I want to
Yeah.
go to a high handicap tourney.
A high handicap tournament.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
You're not
at all.
gonna
It's me,
start.
all bad
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he's not gonna start at like a.
I'm not about to be going against pros.
Yeah, going against the kid that's
Or
been doing this shit since
semi-pros.
he was 3 years old.
Exactly.
His daddy a pro golfer.
Exactly. No.
He got every golf club there
There's
is.
actually a place in Bolingbrook, and when we were going to Vegas, they had a co-ed high handicap tournament,
Mm.
and I was like, I told Suzanne, we should just enter that and just do it for fun.
It said Cole Hand, like you just
Co-
walk
co-
up.
Co-ed. Co-ed.
Oh.
So both of us, me and my wife, will play together, but it was a
Yeah.
scramble. So like, if I hit a good shot, we play off that ball. She hits a shot, we hit off that ball. That was the day we were going to Vegas, so it was a 0% chance, and it was only $75 to enter. And I was like, that's cheap as shit. You pay $75 to just get on any course at this point.
Mm.
So we get a whole tourney. It probably would have taken 6 hours, but I thought it would have been fun.
Was it?
Suzanne
Oh, it was
been-
a whole 18.
Suzanne would have been
No, it
ready
was
to go
only
by
9.
whole
It
two.
was 9.
It was only
Oh,
9, but I don't know how many people would have entered though, so I just don't know what our time would have been.
Yeah.
But I thought about it for real.
Was there like a cash prize at then?
Maybe. But I wasn't thinking about that at all.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about that at all. But I do want to play that course, though. Because it's another 9-hole course. That's,
Who, Bolingbrook?
yeah, and it's drivable for us.
You got to check in with me.
Oh, I didn't know you was the guy. I knew it was somebody else that I was going to check in. I didn't know it was
Oh,
you.
that's because I check in with him
Oh, okay.
after you check in with me.
Okay.
I was finna say, I've been over there. And I ain't have to check in. I'll be driving past your old place like, dang, I can't look at Mike Cotton no
You
more.
seen they got that place over there now?
The
That other
coffee
place that
spot?
they built?
Yeah.
Is it open yet? Because I
I
drove
think
past
so.
and I was like, what the hell is that?
I think it is now.
What is it?
What a bad
It's
place.
supposed to be a
business.
coffee shop. I thought it was gonna be a smoothie place, but like literally when we was about to move, they started building that. It's like, damn.
Was it loud?
This will tell you right
No.
here. Is he gonna get this first down?
Of course he is. He's the greatest
3rd and
quarterback
6?
in Bears history.
Let's see what he do.
He's the greatest quarterback in Bears
I just can't wait to
history.
have it on the big screen,
Yup,
like
like
loud
pass
as hell in
interference.
my house.
Are they calling PI?
Can't do that to Roma Dunze.
We doing a bad job. We shouldn't be live.
Can't do that to Roma
commentating.
Dunze.
I did a team build. I started a team builder.
Oh
last night.
yeah. Did you play any games?
No, because I'm trying to figure out if I want to actually play it on stream or do I want
Yeah.
this to be a.
I was
thing?
hoping you streamed the creation because I was finna watch.
No, the creation takes so long, bro.
Oh, it
if you
does?
really want to be meticulous, it takes it took me like 2-3 hours.
So who the quarterback?
Just a random generated guy.
What position are you?
Corner.
Oh, you on defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Derrick,
two of
Am I
y'all
on offense or
and two of
defense?
us on offense.
you're on offense.
I'm on offense?
You're like the 3rd highest rated player on the team
You're the lineman.
from the line.
What line is he? A guard, center?
I made you a
tackle?
guard. I don't know
Okay.
what position you actually play.
I actually play guard.
Okay, word. So
Left or right?
left.
Hey, you got
Okay.
me exactly on
Word.
word.
And I got you number 74.
I was 77.
Damn.
You 74. I'm 84.
But yeah, he's like a 3rd highest person. Pierre's overall ended up being a 72. You're a 72, and I'm a 71.
Mm.
And I gave everybody like their own specific thing. Like he's like his catch in traffic is really high. So throw it up to P and he might catch it.
On his Travis Kelce.
Yeah, you're an impact blocker. I don't know what the fuck that means, but your impact blocking is higher than everybody on the team. I was trying to figure out what it was for you. I made your pursuit really high. So you might just get hella tackles
That-
because you can.
Wait,
I
you
like
said what
that.
is he?
He's a left
Linebacker.
outside linebacker.
All left
I like-
outside.
I like
okay.
Oh, he's
that.
left. I said okay.
Because I was gonna say I feel like
'Cause
I'm not
middle
like
linebacker,
crazy
too much
athletic or anything. It's
responsibility
like
for
more
him.
so the IQ.
Right.
So that's just being smart.
And then my highest thing was a change of direction.
Okay.
Because we might run a bunch of man coverage, and I just
That's
want to be
actually
able to.
very essential for a corner.
Right. So
You can't change directions. Your ass in the wrong position.
the
One
team
move,
overall
no?
is 68. So we're gonna lose hella games.
But
I'm
we here to
well,
get better. We here to progress.
The problem with team builder, I got a lot of problems with team builder. You can't change. You can only change their attributes. You can't change their depth trait. I wanted all us to at least have elite depth
Right.
traits. So we go into year 2 looking, but we all have normal. You can't change it. So I gotta figure out exactly.
That's crazy. You can't change it.
Crazy.
But I
Can
feel
you
like-
manually touch the attributes?
Yeah.
You can manually do it.
Because I mean I know it's different like
no, you
developers or
can't.
whatever.
Oh, you can't.
You can.
But it's still EA though, because Madden literally has where you can change the depth
You
trait.
can,
Yeah,
you can
anything.
change it whenever, bro.
You can have a 54 overall.
You can
have
change
a superstar
jersey
depth
numbers
trait.
too.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
change jersey numbers on this game either.
What?
When you're building a team on the internet, you can.
Who made that
Um,
catch?
Oh my God, he made that. Hey, we got to get out of here. I got to
That's
lock
Coca
into
Mac.
this game.
They about to do one drive and it's just not gonna be worth
But you know
watching.
what? Oh well, Michael Penix is not QB1. He had like 6 drives yesterday.
Oh, he's QB2.
But he's not QB. Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
QB1. But Caleb Wood, I can't wait to watch Hard Knocks this week, boy.
Hell yeah.
He fit in the
Ooh,
windows.
come on,
He
man.
fit in the windows.
We out here. Hey, listen, we appreciate everybody watching and listening to this episode of Numbers on the Board. As always, we appreciate all the support, and we will see y'all on Tuesday talking about Team USA getting that goddamn gold. You feel me?
Peace out, y'all.